balls. Is that our future? Is that what we're slowly getting to? Like the brains just can keep. Those are rams, right? I thought they had horns.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
That band sucks. Oh yeah.
No, we're going to have a positive podcast.
No, I'm saying to get me high. That's all it's gonna
No positivity, just negativity. I have stuff to exploit.
I mean, yeah, we got to exploit it, and I mean,
don't even go there, dude. That's too easy.
Shit.
Like I said, I planned on making a statement at the beginning,
because again, I honestly made the 2 clips that I thought would make some views, but that everyone would pretty much agree with, like with the King Crimson shit.
Yeah,
I was like, everybody will agree with this.
Make a disclaimer for the front of your thing.
Yeah,
it says I'm not responsible for bleeding vaginas.
You could have easily went with nuclear V1 like you did.
Yeah,
the fucking maple shit.
Oh yeah,
and then my rant alone. If you were really trying to exploit things,
right. Now, the whole V1 clip, it does say who it is.
It does.
It does say that's had like 100 views. I need to exploit some more.
Yeah, gotta exploit some
Jesse,
more
say something really fucked up in the background.
How could you be so bold and controversial, sir?
So bold.
He's gonna be up there.
Yeah, me too. Are we recording?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we are? Okay.
So yeah.
Fuck it. I'll just put it in
I am
later.
going to not say anything controversial this podcast.
You must refrain and keep your composure, sir.
But I would also like to offer a message out to the masses, to anyone who has been offended by anything I've said on any previous podcast, especially the J Mafia episode.
Lick my bowels.
My inbox is wide open. Feel free to come talk to me about it. You know who you are.
That was wrong camera. Wrong camera.
Oh.
That camera. Yeah. Now you look like you didn't know how to wink.
I was looking at Glover's camera.
That was good either way.
Yeah. So anyway,
he's like in porno. Which camera?
All right. Which one is it?
I mean, you are both bald, both have beards.
I'm glad you remembered I was bald this time.
Yeah, I had to point that out.
We did it. Yeah, clap it.
Where is it?
Yay.
Oh, I forgot. Hey, man, I haven't been able to use this like last damn.
They say
however many
bald is
episodes.
beautiful, right?
It is.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Hey, it worked. John, do you have any lag over there? Oh, great. Yeah, but we haven't looked anything up on the internet yet.
No, we started searching for Dr. Phil episodes.
Yeah. Search the
By
category.
the way, that was pretty epic. I remember watching that back in the day.
You did?
Oh, God.
Well, see, you guys are all seeing it, live action. Like it was as it was playing out. Like, I don't know. I'm just tuning in now. Like, really?
It was like getting your dick smacked in the door. I'm like, this is my favorite guys. These are my favorite guys, and they said, yeah, you suck and quit and fuck off. And I was like, and then he tried to be like, no, I'm still going to do it. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes we make bad life decisions.
Dr. Phil knows all, though. We know that.
That fucking guy's a crook.
He's a cockbite. I don't like him
Shit.
at all.
No comment.
That shit's so scripted. Come on. All of it. It's just like Maury.
No, Jersey Shore was real.
Some of that was probably opportunity planned. Like, oh, this is happening. Okay.
Well, I'm sure they said, let's give him a bunch of Coke and Viagra, and we know what's going to happen, so let's set it up before they go out partying for the night, and we know they're going to fuck somebody, if not each other. That's why I watched the show.
They can drink like a fish when they're on Coke.
Dude, something. Is that or the steroids?
Or both.
Tanning cream, maybe? I don't know. I heard they're bringing the show back. I said, yep, society is doomed.
Bringing Jersey Shore back?
Yeah.
TV is doomed.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't watch TV anymore.
That's what I said. How are you going to watch it on?
I watch YouTube primarily.
I do too.
If I'm going to watch something, I'm going to look up one of these YouTubers that I follow or something and just sit back and watch like a half-hour episode or something.
Mine's just watching bands, dude. You can find bands that aren't real big and type them up live, and someone's especially with the cameras we got now on our phones, somebody's took a recording.
Oh
Yeah.
So it's great. Back in we were talking about that, some of the old playground videos we got on there. It's like,
Right.
because it's so loud, and
yeah,
you're trying to,
dude.
it's like, my phone mic sucks, And nowadays you can do it. Like, the only good video we have from the playground is the one of you guys playing, burn this motherfucker to the ground.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It was done, and I have a couple with the GoPro, but other than that, anything we do with the phones.
There's some hidden gems out there that randomly get shared over the years, but it's like, not really posted, so not a lot of people have seen them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mike, my drummer, got a really good video from the playground of you guys with his GoPro once.
I think that's one.
I think that is the one. Yeah, that is the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
And then the barn burned down.
Yeah.
You guys were like, "No, dude, fucking didn't really."
Yeah, I
mean
remember
that."
how, because I had to post that like around that time, and it was just fucked up, man. The whole situation was
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one you gotta be like kind of right up on it too.
right up on it.
Just don't gorilla
that
breathe
one
in it.
too.
That one
Don't
too.
gorilla breathe
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, again, you can move it up and down. It will move more. Just hold that back part.
Make this mic my bitch a little bit.
Yeah, make it your bitch.
Cool.
Yeah,
Position
Can you
your
hear me now?
yeah,
Yeah.
just put it right in your mouth.
Yeah, get it right in your
Just
mouth.
fucking get it right in
Get it
there.
right in there.
No, I'm not gonna make a comment.
No comment.
So we were just referencing to the playground. So the playground is going to make a comeback. Is that what's going on here?
Slowly, we're gonna do something like that. Yeah, like we haven't had a show in 5 years because obviously there was nothing. I mean, there was. Yeah. So now we built a little stage in Haunted Acres, and Heartsick, used to be No Life, did 2 music videos out there, and hopefully we'll do some. I'm thinking there's a band we might want to do a video out there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe another one out there. So we got a little stage, and we're like, let's start doing stuff again. Obviously, it's outdoors, so we got to do it a little differently because we were talking about. I got neighbors that spend over $1 million on their homes. Probably don't want to hear "fuck us get crazy" at midnight.
Right.
So there might be more day shows.
Yeah, be a little different than it used to be. That's
A little
for
bit
sure.
different. Yeah.
I remember playing on that stage at 2 a.m.
Oh
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting at 10 midnight. Well, yeah.
Yeah, still
What?
popping.
Yeah, definitely played some late ones.
Yeah, that's a little too late. Yeah, fuck. It's like the bar. I'd rather have a show end at like 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's my thing now. Then we can
11:30.
hang out.
Right.
Yeah,
If you're like
exactly.
the headliner and you're not from around here, and you have to drive all the way up, you pay last. It's like, oh, we gotta leave. See ya. And I'm like, you just drove 2 hours to play 40 minutes, and now you're just gonna leave.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that sucks because we always have a bonfire afterwards. That's
Right.
I actually think that's somewhat more fun than the show.
Oh, for
if
sure.
that makes any sense.
No, it is.
Like, someone got like really fucked up.
Yeah, the first time I
The first
started
time?
telling that story the last time I was here,
Oh.
and kind of left a lot of stuff out because I knew I was going to be back to tell these stories. But yeah,
Going to jail and all that.
well,
good stuff.
those were different times.
That was a different time. Yeah.
But the first time we played there, I had to leave the bonfire to go puke in the cornfield because I was super drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
remember puking there far more than one time.
Jason, the first time Kill Tomorrow played there, we had a bonfire, and we ended, I don't know, it was 1, not real late, but it was clear night at a bonfire. Dude, he fell over, like almost fell in the fire a few times, falling over. It was like, hell yeah, man, rock and roll.
Good time.
Burn it up.
Yeah.
And
Burn
then we-
yourself to
then
the
we had
ground.
then when we had the boot camp there, Mosh Pit Nation,
Yeah.
when Jen had boot camp there,
Mm.
I don't even know what time that ended.
I got
sometimes.
lost that night on your property. Like, bouncing. I literally did. I'm glad you brought it up. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
going to bring it up. Just bouncing from one party to the next, and next thing I know, I'm fucking blackout drunk. It's like 5 a.m, and I left hanging out with Cody Johnson and them guys, and I start walking towards the barn, and I couldn't find out where I was staying. So I'm like hanging out in your barn, and like I wandered outside. I'm like, fucking, oh, it wasn't that way. It wasn't this way. Because there was people everywhere. There's people like camping
Yeah.
everywhere. I couldn't fucking remember where I was like sleeping that night. So
Well, dude, when you put,
I stayed up all night.
I think there was 22 bands on the bill, and I think like 17 of them stayed
Yeah.
the whole weekend. So it was
Holy
like,
shit.
here's the campfire site. This is a band. And there were bands from all over. That was the cool thing. Jen really got it. There's
Yeah.
bands all over the place.
Yeah.
That was for, what was it called?
Mosh Pit Nation Boot Camp.
Okay. What year?
14, I think.
Jeez. Yeah.
Pretty sure it was 14.
Yeah, that was.
It's hard to remember, man.
That was like
No, we just have we have a thing with dates.
Thing with dates. Yeah.
I remember the pot you were talking about dates on the podcast.
Every time.
And I hate to say it, don't ask me none of them questions because unfortunately I don't remember.
I'm kind of on the same boat with you guys.
But
No,
the going joke of the playground was, I had this reputation of like I slept with like a ton of women all the years of having 16 years having parties,
Mm-hmm.
Not one time. Because I got so damn drunk every night.
And
And I'm not trying to be funny about it, but it is funny. Dude, I'm like, what? There is no way, dude. Because I used to get carried into the house. I met some people in Whitehall one time. And we're sitting at the bar talking. And I'm like, yeah, they're nice. Well, they knew me. That's why they're being so nice. I'm like, hey, man, you got to come out and party at the playground sometime. And they said, Mike, we've been coming for like 5 years. I go, huh? You know my name? And they said, to be fair, last time when you saw you, your buddy had you over his shoulder. Your head was bobbing like this, going into the house. And I go, yeah, that sounds about right. That's why I don't drink Fireball no more.
Damn.
And I mean,
there should be far more memories from the playground than we actually remember. But,
certainly. But and like,
we should just start with that.
and like, it's easy. It's easy to miss somebody being there too, because like, think about some of those shows.
It was always dark.
It was always dark.
Yeah.
There was always a shitload of stuff going on outside. The barn was always going crazy. Like there could be people that were at the show that you didn't even see that night because you go from being in the barn to going outside. They're coming from the other way, coming into the barn from being outside, and your paths just never cross.
Yeah, because you can hear music outside, and some people are just like, I'm cool out here just partying, listening to music.
Well, like,
which sucks because go inside and watch the band.
Right.
That's what used to piss me off. One time I came out, I said, get your fucking ass inside and watch the band that's here to play for you. Why did you pay to sit on a freaking deck?
It used to piss Josh Rosales off too.
Cue Josh right now.
On site.
That's
funny.
I can't believe you never made it out there at all, man.
I've only since
I
I moved back to this side of the state was 2015.
Oh yeah. So no, there's no.
Yeah, that's why I'm behind on all that shit.
And the thing is, like back then, it seems like it's a different scene. Like back then, people would just like, let's get drunk and get high and party and screw and listen to music, whatever. And if they got in a fight, the fight was done. Like an hour later, they were like arm around each other going, yeah, dude. Nowadays, everyone's feelings get hurt and you do shows anymore. It's like, you might offend someone. You might do this. You might do that. Back then,
it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do. Well, were you talking like 2010s here, though, are you saying? Or like 2005, 2010?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, 16 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like when I was I partied so much before I turned 21 that once I turned 21, I was like, I don't even need to go to the bar. Like, what the fuck the bar? I can't move around and do anything there.
I've been drinking for 3 years. What's the difference? Right?
Yeah. Well, I partied so much. I'm like, fuck.
Right.
Skipping school all the time just to party.
I don't, man. All I know is we were talking about this on the way down here. I always would say, no smoking in the barn, because it's an old fucking barn. Yeah. But it was refinished. It was saved fire extinguishers, I guess. But after it burnt down, but it wasn't because of nothing like that. But I sound like a real dick saying that. But I was like, no smoking. Jeff be like, I'm smoking some weed, and I was like, I don't care, because I'd be the one going, there's no smoking in the barn, with a cigarette hanging out of my all the time.
And I would always get permission. He'd be drunk, and I'd be like, Glover, I'm going to smoke a bowl real quick. Yeah, go ahead. The only person I was ever worried about pissing off was his dad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And as long as his dad was okay with it, I'm fine, because I love and respect the shit out of this man's father.
Right.
We just said, my
his
dad's
the
OG.
coolest motherfucker in the world.
My dad's the OG.
Yeah.
He's seen more boobs, we talk about this too, than anyone. Because for Halloween, he knew what was up. He dressed up in his cowboy stuff, have a boob inspector. Or a badge right here.
Yeah.
But Mike always gave me permission to smoke weed. He just doesn't remember when it would happen.
And the girls would come in,
Jassy.
and they'd whoop, show my dad a little boob and walk in. I was like, and he goes, "This is great.
This is great.
This is great." One time he had a cowboy hat on, and this really pretty girl goes up. She goes, "I want to wear your cowboy hat." He goes, "Man, my dad's country, right?" He's like, "No one wears my cowboy hat." She went, "Whoop." He went, "Whoop. Give it to me when you're done." I remember watching him put it on her head, and we're like, "What the hell?" He goes, "There were grapes, there were a pair of boobs, you know."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, huh?" Like I
Boob
said,
inspector.
my dad did security at the door for like all of them, and like I
Everything.
Said, like I said,
Everything I remember being that.
like I
Same.
said, he's the OG man.
100%.
I was just the idiot that put it on and tried to make it throughout the night.
Well, tried to make it throughout the nights.
Yeah.
So I thought I was really smart one time. So here was the stage over here, right? So I put a slider by the stage to want more air in for the bands, right? We could put a fan there. And then I had a deck off because I had a volleyball court out there, which, fuck, we never played volleyball. It ended up, it was just bad.
We just used the deck to smoke weed.
And all the
didn't we?
bands-
And load in on.
Yeah, because all
load
the
in.
bands were like, well, fuck, we'll load in here. It's
The
easier.
worst steps
Oh,
ever.
man.
No, it wasn't, because it was literally like I got the steps for free, like the rail.
I almost broke
Stair
my
treads.
ankles on them steps.
And they
so
were
many
straight
times.
up and down. Like,
Straight fucking vertical, man.
What
the?
Those were the
But
hardest steps
for
to carry
walking
our
up
shit
and down was fine, but these guys would be carrying fucking
Yeah, it was a
drum
lot of
and
equipment.
Oh.
guitar
Those
heads
the
up.
worst.
Yep.
And
I
was
loved
like,
them, but the just rickety old fucking.
We had to carry everything above the
Yeah.
handrails. You know,
Yeah,
we
you
couldn't
had to,
be
like-
it had
right,
to be
because
like
it was
up
narrow.
here.
Yeah, it was super narrow.
Oh.
So I'm like,
Wow.
guys, there's a big doorway in the front.
It's a bitch to
Yeah,
get
but-
through everybody going
Yeah,
up that
sometimes that didn't work.
It
way. You
did-
couldn't
yeah.
you couldn't
We
get on
tried,
the
but-
deck. You couldn't get on the front deck a lot of times.
Miller would always be hammered and just drop my cab down to me down the stairs.
Oh.
we'd start fucking going real careful, and then that would go out the window real fast.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that was one thing for us. I was always really fucking glad about only having to carry up DJ equipment
Right,
Right.
yeah.
and
Right.
maybe some drums. Because a lot of times when we played with Heartsick, Fonzo just let Mike use the Slimer kit, and we were
Oh,
golden.
there you go.
Old, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that saves a lot of time.
Saves a ton of time, and it's just
Oh,
carrying
yeah.
up a few fucking cases for Goob and trying not to go to jail.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that always the main goal?
Yeah, we
Let's
failed
not
that.
go to the jail.
We failed that one time.
I've had a few more than a few friends go to jail. Even my place.
More than a few
Drunk-
friends go to jail.
I mean, I hate to say it that
Cops
way,
are
but
out
you know,
there.
Cops are out there.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
Halloween
Are-
party, like our Halloween parties back in the day were like, there's nothing where I live, right? So we'd have these Halloween parties, and Resurrection Zero used to play, which was, you know, Mikey from Two-Headed Chan, and then there was a
I know what you're talking about.
Jason Gale and all the guys
Yeah.
are from
56
56 Tricks. Like they, you know, them guys, they would play. Fuck, man, I had 200 people Halloween. It was crazy. And at the end of it, we weren't getting that many people because I'm different genres of music, whatever. Things change, but
right.
back then, dude, they played. It'd be like packed. And we were talking about the steps. It made me think about all the time. My steps in the front were super wide, but I don't know what it is. Everyone would miss them and fall and
Trip on
bust
them.
their ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one girl was dressed up as like Queen of Hearts, this big poofy thing on. She's drunk as fuck. She walks up there and missed that step, dude. It was like everyone went, and it went, whop, bop, 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 bop. Her ass down and there's no taking it back. Everyone sees it. She popped up like toast. Whoop, I'm good.
Yep,
Pops
didn't
up
happen.
like toast.
And I'm like, oh. She went in her car and cried, damn it. Nowadays, that would have been on, you know, live on Facebook.
Yeah, no shit.
Somebody would have.
I
For
still
real.
know what's a Snapchat. I've been,
Yeah.
I've been all over that, you know. Thank God there was a Snapchat.
TikTok.
Fuck.
that'd have been a viral TikTok for sure.
This
Oh.
card just flopping down the steps.
Shit. It was kind of stupid things because it wasn't a bar, but people would show up and they walk up to I had a bar in there. They'd walk up and go, can I get a Bud Light or a Heineken? And we're like, we're not a bar, dude. You got to go down the road to the store. And we go,
Right.
what? No, it's a barn.
A barn. There's
Yeah,
an
we're
N
like-
on the end of that.
Right. So the store by me fucking loved it because they'd sell Fireball like crazy. So they would always get Fireball, stock up on their cigarettes and stuff because that's where we'd send them, man. Just go there.
Right.
close.
I mean, talking about the cop thing, you know, I was friends with the sheriff. I was on the Posse Reserve years ago there, but then a different sheriff. But he'd call me, dude, and say, all right, so I heard there's a state police over by the Lutheran Church on Stony Lake. Down from you is a cop. I said, yeah, we saw him drive by. All right, he's parking down here, so just... He probably wouldn't watch this anyways. Be like, fuck, you're not supposed to tell people that.
You didn't bring up his name.
But he was like, yeah, but he'd be like, there's a cop here. So we'd announce, hey, no one leave for next couple hours
I remember
or
that.
so.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, because there's a cop sitting, you know, and the cops hated it because they'd have to sit there and literally just sit in their cars for like 2-3 hours. We might get some arrests today, you know.
Definitely caught a few.
10 people
Yes,
is
they
the record.
did.
10 people went to jail one Halloween show one night.
Holy shit.
Ours wasn't Halloween, but we still got.
How did that happen?
They got you on the S curve.
Dude, so we played it was the night before Father's Day. We played it up there. Fun show, whatever. We're partying. I didn't drive. I rode up with Goob. And I was drunk. And Goob had been drinking, and I was like, yo, bro, we need to go. Like, I want to go home, like, you know, stop drinking so we can fucking go at some point. And his solution was not that. So when we left Mike's place, he was driving way too fast in a 25-mile-an-hour zone, and we got pulled over. So he was going to jail for DUI. I fell victim to a weed law that no longer exists called I got arrested for unlawful transport of medical marijuana.
Because it was on the dash, right?
No, because it wasn't in a locked box and out of reach from the driver. So I was sitting in the front seat with my backpack, and the weed was just in my backpack on the floor in front of us.
Really?
And yeah, so the cop, this was like a new law at the time.
How much weed did you have?
Well, I had just gotten in. I was in my rights. Like I wasn't over the limit or anything, but I had just gotten a fucking ounce from my caregiver. Like on the way up there, I met him and he gave me a jar. So I had a full ounce plus like I used to have a little mason jar that I used to keep like personal weed in. So there's probably like an eighth in there or something like that. But like I'm sitting in the passenger seat of the car while they're doing the fucking sobriety test shit, and the second cop comes under the car and he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure your buddy's probably going to jail, so as long as you know you're sober and stuff, we'll either let you take the car home or whatever, get you a ride out, whatever. He leaves. First car comes back and he's like, you know, you got any guns, drugs, or marijuana in the car? I have my card. I think I'm good. So I was like, yeah, I got my medical marijuana with me. Here's my card. It's in my backpack, blah, 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 blah. He goes back to the car, spends like 10 minutes in there apparently Googling.
Probably.
No, literally was. Like, Gabe's locked up in the car watching him do this shit. So he's Googling the laws and like looking up this fucking new law and shit because it had just passed like a few months ago. I didn't even know about this law. Like, it's so new, right? He comes back to the car and he tells me to step out because I'm under arrest for breaking the Medical Marijuana Act. So he cuffs me, starts searching through my bag. He finds the ounce. He opens this motherfucker down by his hip and it hits him in the face and he just goes, oh, fuck. And I was like, I know, right? So I'm like, I get that back when I bail out, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Damn.
No. Nope.
Wow.
Nope, because I broke the law, so
they take it.
So they took it. Yeah.
Again, he's the pissed off cop that had to sit on the corner
Right.
waiting for 2 hours.
Yeah, so yeah, Gabe and I go to jail. My first time ever going to jail. I was short bail, so I had to call my dad on Father's Day morning to drive up to Hart to come get me out of jail.
Yeah, you dedicated.
Did they book you? They booked you and everything?
Oh, bro, they booked us and everything. Of course.
Took your picture?
Yeah.
Fingerprints?
Yeah, everything.
Look them
everything.
up, John.
He said
They
one
wouldn't-
night.
Let's get those old pictures on the screen.
You'll probably find more of my fucking Muskegon mugshot, but
Oh, you got one there too, huh?
yeah.
Oh man. man. You were graced with the mug shot.
I've been charged for a few crimes. Luckily,
did you have hair in them?
Yeah, no, bro. I've been
never had. When's the last time you had hair?
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Here's the real question.
I don't know. I just want to see a picture of him with the hair.
How was your mugshot? You know, working
Pissed the fuck off.
because working at a jail as long as I did.
I was pissed.
Dude, some people are happy as fuck.
Yeah, they'd be like,
I'm arrested for rape. And they're just like,
I was not happy. I was pissed
because
because I was already pissed because I'm going to jail for the first time anyway.
Right.
Then I'm going to jail because my dumbass DJ drives like an idiot when he's drunk. And we're pulling into the fucking station, and he thinks it's funny to tell the cop that, hey, he's a biter and a spitter. You should probably get the fucking thing.
What?
I was like, dude, if I could have punched him, I would have fucking punched him in the face.
Well, you still can.
I was cuffed. I couldn't.
No, I mean,
it's a
Like now.
long time. It's been a long time.
It's not.
I didn't know all that part of it.
Yeah, bro. Goob was trying to get me fucked up because it was my first time going to jail, and he was drunk as shit, so he thought it was funny.
So you had the mad gangster.
Yeah, but
picture.
Guess who's laughing now, bitch? I got out before you. I got bailed out. I'm the one. I got bailed out because my dad drove up to get me, and then who the fuck does he call to come get him because he lives 2.5 hours across the state? Yeah. So I had to drive back up to fucking Hart from Muskegon to pick him up after he got out of jail and go get his car out of fucking Hawk.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, it was fun. It was a good time.
It's good times. Good times.
You actually
get my whole ounce ripped off me.
Dedicated a show.
Yeah, the next time we probably came back and played.
You're like, I want to dedicate a show to the Oceana County Sheriff's Department. Fuck you. I was like, okay.
I mean, that was the summer. That was the summer. That was the summer we played. Like we set the record, so we played quite a bit. So yeah, I guarantee I dedicated the next set there.
7 times, and basically from summer to October.
Played there 7 times.
You and Hart. Was it Hart? Yeah,
we broke the record that they had. They had 6, and then we got one more.
Yep.
I think we only had like 3 or 4
champs.
Well, we had a lot of shows I wasn't expecting on having, like we did.
I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was a lot of just like jumping on shows.
Well, we had Jake's benefit.
Yeah, Jake's benefit. The Save the Playground benefit.
Yeah. That's one thing. You know, there's been. When I think about the barn, what's cool is we've had like funeral wakes there. Believe it or not.
Funeral wakes?
Yeah, they actually said, "Hey, man, we want to have my mom's funeral wake here at the barn."
What's a wake?
You know, like
the thing, the whole shebang, or the showing?
Well, they didn't have like
the whole thing, or the showing?
No, they didn't have the body there, obviously, legal reasons. But I mean, they were all the family went there.
It's like the get together.
I think
after.
The get together after.
Yeah, they didn't have like
the wake. I didn't know that's what it was called.
They didn't really have a funeral. So
I mean, I guess I've heard that. Or no, maybe
I was
no.
a grave digger for 3 years.
I was gonna say I trust
grave digger for really.
I was. I worked for the guy.
This man scares
graves.
people for a living. I trust him.
That's where it came from. All the weirdness, digging graves.
But
it was good money.
Like earlier when I was talking about going to shows there and being able to see somebody or not see somebody and they can please pass. Jake's benefit's a fucking perfect example of that. There was so many goddamn people there in and out of there through that whole time. Like there was plenty of people that I know were there because there's pictures of them there, but I never personally ever saw them because it was just there's no way you could have.
Over 1,000 people.
We one of the main beams broke.
I remember that.
Along the wall though. So the next morning, or probably not the next morning, but fucked up. Probably 2 days after, I go in there and I'm like, whoa, because everything's black, right? And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I go down in the cellar and look, and yeah, these beams are like 15, 16 inches wide, but they're old as shit. Well, when everyone's jumping on them, that flexing, it broke right where it went on the thing and just. And they were saying, yeah, man, when I can't remember who was playing, but anyways, they were saying, yeah, so-and-so was playing. We felt it go. I said, no one thought to go, watch this side.
Yeah.
It might be a little, but you know, hey.
It might be a little iffy.
Yeah. That might be a little broken.
I think it's when Lakeland played. That's when it was, because they ain't played together in so long. It was fucking crazy when they were playing. But
Freak on a Leash, maybe it could have been that night too. Everybody's fucking bouncing around.
Oh, dude, and that's when we had the biceps House of Razor Blades. They were doing it, and the girl had the hooks going through her back with the rod, so she was like this, not hanging like this, like this. So Alfonso and her playing, he's like, "What the hell's going on?" He's trying to pay attention. You know, he's a performer, he's doing his thing, but there's some girl going over the crowd, and the crowd's going, "What's going on here?" You know,
that shit weirded. That shit was weird.
Yeah,
it's not for everyone. I'm gonna be honest. And that was the Friday the 13th show we did in the summer. There's a Friday the 13th.
We played one of the shows you did with the House of Razor Blades where they were having suspension sticks. I remember like Kelchi and what was that other dude's name?
Yeah,
that
Kelch did it.
Dave. Dave. Thank you. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure it was actually who it was.
Dave's crazy about that. Now he's got like, he puts them in his knees, his hands, like literally like 12 hooks at one time.
Jeez.
Like
he gets himself up. He used to help at the haunt too with us.
I respect people that do it.
I don't know how they get into
but
it.
But yeah,
exactly.
not for me.
I can't watch him put the hooks in. It's a legit shark hook.
It's fucking huge.
Right. Well, they got like scar tissue and everything built up where they put these hooks in, you know, right? It's almost like a piercing.
Once you put,
you gotta fucking fight through that every time you re-pierce, so you gotta go through the scar tissue.
But when you see
they just doing it every day, just slipping them in, you know?
You have to if you're gonna keep the hole open.
Otherwise you gotta put something in.
I don't think pain's an issue for these people.
No, obviously not. Not if you're hanging by your skin.
You know, they love it.
Yeah,
like Eric Kelch told me that it's euphoric. Like,
some people
feels like really like
it's therapy.
It's a release.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I don't knock it. It's just not.
If you're into it.
Ashley wants to do it real bad.
It's
It's on her bucket list, and I'm like, well, my ass is gonna pass the fuck out if I watch the needle go in. I can't watch people get pierced at all. You know.
The only part of it that was weird for me was like you were saying about with Fonzo was just seeing it happening while I was playing was just distracting for me personally. But I'm not weirded out by it. But it's just like you're trying to focus and there's somebody
Who
fucking
does that?
Well,
swinging.
isn't there there's a band like I don't know if they're from Indiana or something like Mantra of Morta or something like that. She does it. The vocalist is a chick and she does it while they're playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a band play back in the day called Incantations, and they had a fire dancer.
Okay.
That was really cool. It was just two dudes playing guitar, and a guy played, the bongo drums, whatever the big one. Anyways, he would do. It was badass. And then she had
And
fire.
then a fire dancer.
Yeah, man. And I was just, and they all wore kilts and shit. And I'm like, this is
12-inch blades under the kilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? But it was cool because it was like totally different. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do different any day of the week. Because
Something to stand out.
well, if you're gonna go watch a band and a band plays, say, every other weekend, like back in the day where there was a huge music every other weekend, you can see this band. What the hell would make them want to come out to Stony Lake and watch them? Right? So you try to think of weird shit like that. I'm like, wait, you're a band with a fire dancer? Yeah, you're on the bill.
Right.
I mean,
It draws the crowd.
Yeah.
it sounds stupid, but it's like having a drink special. I don't have a drink special. We just have a weird band playing with everyone. And it wasn't even weird.
You're on the bill.
It was awesome because it was just, I was like, what is
Just
going
different.
on? Yeah, we put caution tape all around and people would sit around because they played outside when she had the real flame. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of neat.
So what's going on then? So you trying to bring this back?
Yeah, the first
You have a show booked.
Yeah, well, kind of two, but the first show we're doing in 5 years is my wedding. So yeah, you need to come out and check that out because it's not like a normal wedding reception. We're like, all right, so there's no dance. Well, you can dance if you want to watch the dance to the bands, but I mean, no dower dance, no big spread of food, finger food and stuff, and bands. Because that's what we both like. We like music, so we're like, dude, most of our best friends are in bands.
There'll be food though.
Let's just. I gotta have something.
There'll be beer.
There'll be beer from Starvin' Brewing Company. So there'll be like I said no 14% beer, please.
You can have beer for dinner.
Beer for dinner. Beer for a snack.
Vodka is made out of
I'm
potatoes.
thirsty. I need some beer.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of combos and Pringles.
Get a babysitter for the night.
Yep.
Well,
Bring your camping gear.
Everyone's like, let's get a pig.
Well, I got plenty of fucking camping gear.
Yeah, we know that. We got plenty of that.
DUIs in Oceana County are not fun.
I could live on your property with my camping gear, probably.
I think
Just out there, like, oh, what's he doing? Just living.
Yeah, just
living.
Just living.
Is there a naked guy walking across the field?
Yeah, he probably just washed up.
Probably RJ.
got a wet wipe.
I remember playing a few shows with him walking his bare ass naked around. Jesus Christ, man.
Do you remember the?
Oh man,
you were
that
playing,
always
drunk?
got out of hand real fast.
You were playing the one time, and RJ took his clothes off in the crowd, and I'm over here rocking out. I got kind of pissed a little bit because I don't even see you guys' dick right behind me, dude.
Right.
It was like twing, twing, twing. And I'm like, what the fuck's he? He's just jumping up and down. I'm like, don't. And I'm like, fuck, you know. I thought it shows women
jumping up and down.
I thought it shows women show their boobs at the playground. That's happening.
No, just dicks hanging out.
It's Chicago.
It was more than one.
Can you imagine being in the band?
Yeah, I'd say it was more than one time happening for sure.
Yeah.
Dude.
I also remember playing shows and having strippers on the pole too, though. So I mean, it went both ways there.
Sure
sometimes.
did.
Right.
You know, so I saved the stripper pole.
Yeah.
It was kind of from the heat in the barn come down. It was kind of like this.
Damn.
And I'm like,
funny.
oh, God, I found the pole.
Wow.
There wasn't much about all the PA equipment. There was the frames from the speakers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn.
And I saved some of them. I'm going to do something with them. I'm not sure what. Because I got a semi-truck trailer. I got the back is like my Star Wars shit and movie theater and video games. And the front's all just playground shit, like stuff in the bands. I have some of the bands. I have Biffy doing. Yeah, Jesse did one already. They signed like records to put up there. And then I got pictures. And some people would give me stuff, and I had double of them. Thank God it wasn't in the barn, so I was able to put it up. But Heart 6 gave me some stuff, and you know, just kind of a cool thing, you know. People want to go in there and check it out. We can check it out. But so yeah, the wedding's the first show. And then we just booked the show July 23rd with Freak on a Leash.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to do another one. I got to look at the dates. End of August, beginning of September. Because we got for 100 Acres, you know, we're doing the beer festivals and music festivals. So it's a busy fucking week. The summer, it's like, dude, every weekend there's something. It kind of sucks. But
yeah, there's shit going on.
So yeah, we're going to walk into it, you know. Or I'm also doing like a Shelby alumni party. So if you went to Shelby, you know, you're a Shelby Tiger from any year, you can come. I've had 2 back in the day. We get a couple bands and just... There'll be people there that are like 70 years old and 18 going, you know, partying, you know, and we try to find a happy medium for some kind of music to make everyone happy. But so we're going to try it. Being it's outdoors, we're just going to see what happens with the neighbors and if, you know, it's an issue.
Test the waters.
So is that, you're just kind of testing the waters with these shows, basically.
My neighbors are pretty cool. It's the rich people over in Lake Michigan, you know. I just got to tell the bands, look, I swear more than anyone, so I'm the worst to say this, but just say fuck maybe 4 or 5 times, not 10.
limit your fucks.
Limit your fucks, please.
You know, let's go crazy. No, it's like, let's get fucking crazy. That's what everyone says. So it's like,
yeah, it's probably not as much the noise that bugs them as like people just yelling fuck and all their drunk blabbering going on, you know.
Yeah, because I thought with the honk
carries over to their house or something. Yeah, okay.
It's kind of weird how sound does carry. Even
for
like,
sure.
Like when they would play, because they got that more hip hop beat, you hear that song. You'll be outside, and my buddy's like, hey, I could tell him to turn the bass up. I could hear it at the end of the road. I'm like, really? Because it's indoors. But when the big doors would open, it was stupid. They said the sound would just wave out and come back.
Pour right out.
Wow.
Yeah, sound.
And it's not like we didn't have like country music playing there, so it was loud shit.
Right.
None of this shit you could fall asleep
whole
to.
lot of gain.
Yeah. Yo. Gain. Is that feedback? Yes.
Yeah.
More whammy. More cowbell.
More squeals.
Who is that getting all the feedback in your sets?
Probably Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, I have my setup to where there's like 0 feedback.
There's like 0 feedback.
Yeah.
He's got to fix that. Ross.
Oh, tell me about it. Call him out.
Ross.
Ross.
Ross, you're an electrician.
You got to fix your fucking feedback, bro.
Funny. And
you got to fucking do it.
I'm the one that tweaks the setup all the time, but he readjusts it.
No,
and starts feeding back.
it fucking, because I'm a musician. I don't know who else it might
Some
bother.
bands, they
It
enjoy
bothers the
feedback,
fuck
but-
out of me because I'm
Yeah.
like, all of a sudden it's like, because you do you stop and it's stop.
I know.
I'm like,
That's why I'd have to fill it with squeals and pinch harmonics.
it's 2022, Ross. It's time to upgrade.
Ross Bonnets.
That's a clip.
Ross is
He
going.
needs a new fucking speaker in his cab too.
Seriously,
Tell him,
though.
you're an electrician. Let's do this.
It's not
Really?
Always, it's not always
Really?
that
He's an
way.
electrician?
Yeah. Oh, and he owns his
Jesus
own
Christ.
company.
What the hell are you doing with all this feedback?
By the
Ross
way,
and
he's an
Damien
amazing.
both-
He's an amazing electrician.
Ross and Damien both own their own electric company.
Oh, that's right. I forgot, Damien. Yeah.
Oh.
Both electric and Keglovitz. Yeah, check them out.
Say it's him today.
Dude. I've stuck to what I said.
So
No.
far. So far.
It's said with love. Because you really got to.
Love Kyle.
So here's
Just have Tyler do whatever he's doing with his rig. Tears.
I do though. That's the problem, and then he readjusts it. Sometimes.
Well, don't fucking touch it.
I'm glad
Ross.
somebody else is trying to call him out on it. It's kind of funny. I would have never anticipated that happening.
Me either, but all of a sudden it just popped in my head. I don't know who's.
Oh, it bugs
who,
the shit out of me because
you
I
went
like,
zero to nuclear.
I like really focus on that not happening with my shit, you know.
Yeah. No, it should be a focus. That's what I mean. Like now.
Some bands they like to have their feedback in there. Some bands pull it off. You know, look at Slayer; they would just be constant.
Yeah,
As soon as
yeah,
they
yeah.
stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pulled it off, but you can't just squeal in between pauses and shit. Exactly
Right.
what you said is totally irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly. You can have your feedback where you get up to the amp and you're just, and you can
Exactly.
control the feedback. When you do that, then it sounds fucking
When mine
awesome.
starts feeding back and I can't
Closer,
control
yeah.
it on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stage,
you'll see them like
That's
pushing their
obvious.
guitar up to the amp to get it to
Eddie
go.
Van
You
Halen
know.
used to do that shit all the time
Yeah.
in the 70s.
That's
Yeah.
you're using the feedback, not when you stop and it goes
Right.
or whatever the fuck.
Well,
There you go,
Yeah,
Ross. Not the
but
only
to
one
be
causing
fair,
it.
There you go, Ross.
at any playground show, have all
Pivot.
the fucking feedback you want. Because honestly, when you play
No.
my place, we talked about those.
You are unsupportive.
No, I am.
Like, I'm
Because
totally
here's
going
what I'm
against what
say.
you said.
Here's what I'm saying. No, because I'm a garage place. I want it to be like I used to pay a PA guy to come out. He'd fucking spend a bunch of money and just selling louder. I'm like, fuck that shit. We bought our own stuff. It plug and play, dude. It was a garage. Remember like garage band days? Like Metallica came out, Garage Days Revisited. Probably their best fucking CD ever, I think, because it's so raw. That's what's in my
It is
place.
good
Like,
shit.
I'm like, oh, you want to get drunk before you play? I don't care. Just have fun. It's about that was a playground show, dude. 100%. Like we were talking about, Fonzo would always go up to the guys, Michael, quit giving all this beer. We got to play in an hour. I'm like, and I'm like,
You girl that?
dude, just
No.
I understand you want to have a good show, and I'm all about that.
All right.
But dude, everyone at my place was so drunk and fucked up anyways, they wouldn't know. I mean, it could have been the worst show ever. Like, it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, and for the bands, I want the bands to have fun too. So if you're really into it and want to do that, but you know, if you're at one of my places, even now with the future show, you want to get all fucked up before the show, go for it.
or if you
It's you guys that are gonna look bad if it's real horrible.
yeah, but if it gets too bad, you're gonna have to like get off. All right, you gotta get off.
Or
yeah,
if you-
I've never had that thing.
Or else everybody's gonna be outside, and then you're gonna be outside like, get in there to watch this band that came to play for you, and they're on stage like,
Fuck you, Glover.
Some bands can't pull it off.
I was gonna say, or if
No,
you want to
it's-
get
it's
fucked
true.
up on stage,
Back
like
when I used
there
to
you
drink
go,
shit.
there you go, on
I
stage.
remember you had a Gatorade bottle.
that's
The
that's
first- it was
dude,
the
that's the
Gatorade bottle.
that's
Yes.
the literal last time I
Yep.
blacked out.
The Gatorade bottle. We were
the
we-
Gatorade bottle.
That's
No,
the
we were-
story.
Mark this for a clip.
we were in my bar area, and
The
I had my
Gatorade
bar that I
bottle.
came up and I was like, hey, let's drink whatever the fuck it was.
Well, no, I
And you
drank the
had a-
Gatorade
and you
bottle
had a-
on stage.
And you had a Gatorade bottle. You kept carrying on.
Oh yeah, I was pouring
I
more
remember
into
this.
it.
You're like, no, it keeps
But-
getting full.
I was drinking it down to get rid of the fifth of the rest of the fifth that I had. But when we went and played, we started playing and the sound blew. We were waiting for you guys to come up to fix it.
That's when the
So,
breakers. Yep.
so I was just like, chugging away, and sometime in the middle of that, fucking Steve hands me his vape that I asked him specifically if it was weed, and he says no, or says yes, and I hit it, and it's definitely not. It's like fucking super strong nicotine juice, and I don't smoke tobacco, so I'm drunk. That fucked me. Like, there's flashes after that, but
that gave you the head.
Yeah, bro.
You were like, whoa.
I chugged that bottle because I was thirsty as hell through that set, and just it hit me. By the end of the night, there's pictures of us in the bar. I don't remember happening.
That's what I mean. Sitting
at
the pool tables. All fucked up.
I was fucking gone. But
I want to give you a shot of probably Fireball.
Probably Fireball, which I was definitely conscious enough to tell you no.
No, you did. You were like, no, yep. I got this.
Yeah, Fireball will fucking kill me. And then Mike had that growler of Tropic Thunder, so I was drinking on that too.
That's right.
And that's why I puked.
That was strong.
Yeah. We're standing out by the fire, and I'm not gonna stand there and puke in front of a bunch of people. I'm wasted, but I'm conscious enough to know. I walked away, went in the cornfield, and fucking puked my guts out. Came back.
I mean,
I don't remember shit.
There's a lot of puking.
Think, man, it used to be puking, now it's shitting and pissing.
Yeah, now
totally switch tides there.
Oh,
dude,
we could do a complete podcast about this year's haunt.
Okay.
100%.
I'm like, we can't go from puking to like shitting and pissing
he's talking
everywhere.
about
What the fuck are we talking
back
about?
in the day, so the playground used to be.
He's like, we can do an episode all about that. I'm like, whoa.
The playground used to be all just shows, getting hammered and fucking having a good time with music. Now it's the haunted acres, and we scare the fuck out of people and scare the shit literally out of people. And so, I'd imagine there's a lot less puking going on there now. It's more or less shitting and pissing.
Which is funny because the last time you were on, what was it, May or something?
But with a Nick and RJ around, there's always a chance of shitting. Anyway.
Now you're on in February. 100%. We need to get you on here like when it like Halloween shit's gonna start. Get that fucking shit out there too.
You need to you know what you should do? You should come out and take some video.
So you were.
I was totally blowing up like talking about the haunt.
Yep.
Like 20 minutes I was talking.
You should come out and take video clips of the haunt and show it on there and show
through.
Because once you help scare, and we'll get back to playground in just a minute, but once you go out and scare, you're addicted, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like if you're in a band and you're a showman, boom, he'll tell you this. He does both.
Yeah.
It's a high. People getting off to your music and your vibe and your head banging. They're like,
dude, I do it year round now. I do it
and
at work. I do it all the
haunt,
time.
And then you go to the haunt. People react to what you're doing. Some people don't, but most of the time, like he posted a ton of videos.
Yeah, I got at least 30.
Dude, and he was getting them like
crawling on my knees at him, fucking having conversations.
So you like me and take some video, so I like kind of get video of like you
or just come
scaring.
In the
I do double scares too. So
just take video of
I got plenty of stuff that I could do that.
And
with.
you got to help scare too, because I'm trying to get all these guys to come out.
So now I gotta like get this good ass footage, but I gotta scare too at the same time.
Dude.
You won't even take footage. Once you get scared, and you're like, "Fuck that! This is great." You'll be so geeked on the next people coming. You're paying attention. Like, I was sick of shit.
I'm already thinking like camera angles.
Oh, dude, just even getting footage of like, cause like last time I went through it in the daytime, like with nothing going on, just walking.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Through everything just to see the shit he's done, dude. It's insane, man.
That's like what the show we're doing the 23rd. It's like I'm kind of like walking into it a little slow to see what's happening.
Just see what's going on.
Yeah, to see what's going. So I'm like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I said I'm gonna open the haunt. Everything but the corner won't be ready. So I was gonna get like Tyler to come out too. It's his birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday too.
So I'm like, we can scare a little bit. We're gonna open the trailers, the UV trailers,
yeah,
the
trailer's
pallet
dope
maze,
as shit,
and the
for the show.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. We gotta figure out how it's gonna work. But any bands will play early. And when it gets dark, it shuts down so the bands can actually hang out, which we spoke about. No bands get to hang out. Hang out. We're going to open most of the haunt up because it's going to be in the haunt area. So all the haunt shits, the photo ops, the Krampus thing I'm going to have under wraps covered. But, everything else we're doing new this year will be there. So you get a little, I guess, a little.
I'd limit it as much as you can.
Yeah, because I'm
I
gonna
want
change.
them to come back for the
Our Field of Screams is our thing though, so everyone's gonna come for that. So we're just gonna show a couple things that's new, and then we'll probably get new people for the Honks. If you come down there and you're like, man, this is fucking badass.
Oh yeah,
Right,
you
right.
Come when we're going, dude.
You know it's gonna
Right.
bring people in.
Yeah,
Because
Sure.
it's like I said, I'm a little shitty old haunt in the middle of nowhere, but we're doing big things, and it's like people know where we're at, and like back in the day, Stitch from Mushroom Head, the drummer was going to come out there because he does a haunt in Ohio, works at one. He was going to come out and sign autographs and hang out for the weekend and scare and everything. I was going to pay him whatever to come do it, and dude, it wasn't nothing. Rock star. He's like, let's just have fun, dude. I like scaring too. But then Mushroom Head played a show. They had a tour that came up real quick, so they played a show in Grand Rapids, like literally that week he was going to do it. So yeah, that fell through. That would have set us up, dude. If people could have said that, Mushroom Head fans would have came out for it. Anything like that we can do. Mm-hmm. Distortions Inc., we're on one of their videos. They did a TV show on TLC called Making Monsters, and their lead guy that builds everything's name is Mike Glover. So
That's
what?
interesting.
Yeah, so
Wow.
the first time I went down there, I met them, and I'm fangirling real bad because they've been making masks and props for haunts in the 70s, And I'm like, yeah, my name's Mike Glover. She goes, get out of here. So I showed her my ID. She goes, let me call him. So we're talking, and him and I have talked on Facebook a few times. So we went down there this year, Ashley and me, and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm Mike Glover. She goes, I know. I guess I have a voice that's just really distinctive. We had a mask, and she's like, I know exactly who you are. I'm like, what? And then her son videotaped us, so we're on their video, which to me is an honor.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Because it's cool. But yeah, so Haunted Acres is fun. And we're kind of incorporating the playground and Haunted Acres together because I'm thinking,
Well, yeah.
because the barn was Halloween themed anyways.
Right.
That's
Like
what I
that-
loved about it, man. That really drew me into the whole house.
I miss all the chains hanging.
My room is like my
Yeah.
entire fucking place is set up like.
I see that in your pictures. It looks in your
Halloween's my
jamming.
life now. Thanks.
Is
to
it
you.
is it something though that you're like I want to test the waters here, and I want to do a few shows this year, see how it goes, test the neighbors out, and then.
'Cause who's
But I really
who's gonna
would.
come out now?
But what I would really like to
Definitely be a
do
different crowd.
It
is
That's what
do
we
it,
talked about.
yeah, and rebuild it.
To a small extent, because I'm getting married,
Right.
and,
It doesn't need
we're
to be
gonna
what
have
it used
kids,
to be.
Right.
People
and,
fucking
and,
overdosing out
and it's
there
like,
shit.
and it's like, we live there, so it's like,
Right.
and I lived there, excuse me, before. It's not, and I had kids then. And my kids are amazing, so it was nothing about that. But it was just like,
Oh, yeah.
I would totally try to separate the barn. It wasn't that far away, but it was enough.
yeah.
People were very respectful.
Right.
They knew, they stayed away from there, man. And
And
now
if
we're
they didn't,
trying.
somebody threw them out pretty quick.
Because what we just said
Right.
is, what we said now the problem is our crowd all has kids and grandkids now. So maybe it's difficult for, yeah, I'm the old guy, to get everyone to come. This is real gray. To get everyone to come out again. So we're gonna test the waters to see, because the bad part for me is, like, okay, if a bar has a band play and it's lackluster and they do a cover, well, the people that are there are always gonna buy beer and liquor.
Right.
So they might not make money, but they'll break even. Well, if no one comes and I'm there, I gotta pay out of my pocket,
Right.
and that sucks. And that happened a lot back in the day.
Oh yeah.
It did. We'd always sit there and go like, it sucks when I got to sell shirts and that, and I make no profit off none of that to pay the bands. But I'd be happy with it because it was all about the party.
Yeah, it was definitely.
But hell, we had one show that it rained. Yeah, remember you were playing? I had Silence is Broken from Illinois, one of my favorite bands ever. They're in a new band now, Finding Ghosts. A little spot up for them. They can go find them.
Okay.
Great guys. The vocalist is out of control. Jameson guitarist is good. But anyways, they were playing it. I was so honored they played it. Last minute, I'm like, Jeff, you play? Yep. We played it. Fucking downpoured. And there was one spot in the roof that leaked, remember? It was dripping.
Oh, right where you were standing?
Yep.
I'm like, I'll fix it. I took like fucking like paper towel and stuck it in there. So it was probably I drinking Fireball. It'll work. It worked for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it fixed it.
We had to move
Good
all
ass,
the equipment was
good ass paper towel.
and we didn't have a good crowd because I mean it was monsoon. I live on a dirt road and they clay it. Dude, it was horrible.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
So and I'm like, this band drove, 2 states away, and I'm like, I'm paying them and paying them. That was a rough one. Like,
right.
I remember one band, I was like, I'll pay you next week. Is that cool? Yep. It was just, and it's not like, look, and all these guys, no, it was never, look, dude, they know I don't sell beer and that.
Right.
What they charge me, what they charge the band, and look, we're all family and friends,
Yeah. Right.
So we always work something out because it's legit about the party. Yeah, I like to make a little money, but if I don't, as long as we break even, it's cool.
It's all about the good memories.
Right.
Yeah,
It's about
the memories.
For us,
It's all about breaking even, no matter what.
Yeah,
it's I gotta at least break even on this bitch.
I'm just a music,
you know what I mean?
big music nerd. So for me, when you have bands and your friends and bands you like play at your place, dude, that's like the biggest honor you can get. And maybe, I don't know if any of these guys realize this, but it's true.
I've been told that by more than one person. So, yeah. I appreciate that, all of you.
Yeah. Oh, for
dude,
sure.
Honestly.
Dude, it's like I was a huge No Life fan forever. And then through Jason, I met No Life. We hung out. They play my place all the time. We're good friends. It was like I said, like that Silence is Broken. Have them play my place. They drove all the way just to play my show. They drove 5 hours back home. There was no other show.
There was that band, I can never remember their name. The one from Miami that was playing the night that we got arrested. Falsetta.
Dude.
Yeah. They're from fucking
amazing.
Miami. They were incredible.
I met a lot of bands.
I shared a
from out of
blunt
state
with
out there.
the guitar player.
And
Final Drive, remember them guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
Final Drive? Yeah. Dude, them guys were brutal.
Hell yeah.
So were you just like were you like nabbing people that were like on like tours of their own and like they needed a night
here's
to
the
jam
funny thing
to
about
get
that.
these out of town
Sometimes I think bands will
or out
play.
of state.
Okay, say you're in a band, you're traveling, you're playing the Token in Detroit, right? And you're asking around, where can we? And you're like an opener band. Where can we play to make an extra $100, $150? Because we all know T-shirt sales are the shit when you're a band. That's the shit. It's the same for me though. That's how I made money. So.
And sidetrack on that a bit. It's all for the bands too. It's always about just breaking even on the shirts too. It's like as long as I can get the money back that I invested in these
gas
T-shirts,
money to get home.
Bro, that's why I always kept.
Come on, when you
merch
see
cheap.
somebody wearing your shirt,
Like
you want to sell it and at least break even,
bro. I sold a fuckload of hoodies. Like that was my thing.
I got one,
but I always kept them bitches like $20.
It's what they cost, damn near.
Yeah. I made a few bucks off of them, but sold hundreds.
get your fucking shit out.
But
Because exactly, you keep them cheap, people are gonna buy them.
That's why people use that big cartel and stuff too.
And
it's kind of the same philosophy. So you don't make shit on
awesome
it.
printer.
But at least people have a place to go, order it, and it's gonna get shipped right to them. So they'll have your shit.
I'm older, so let's be honest. Back before all this social media shit happened, there was no better way than getting your band's name out there than somebody wearing your shirt.
Yep.
I mean, fuck the sticker on your car.
Yeah.
A shirt. You're a rock show. I don't give a fuck. Maybe it's just me, but everyone looks. That's a badass shirt.
Right.
Oh, that's cool. Who the fuck is that? Because you can be a shitty band, but you have a badass shirt. You're gonna sell it.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's
That's
true.
why I put the logo on everything.
You put the
that Chef Skull logo, man. I've
Biffy
put that on
condom.
so much shit.
Right.
Fucking hats, T-shirts,
It's become
hoodies, booty
you,
shorts, like you name it, because it's recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It becomes you. Like oh, that's Biffy.
Yeah.
Like I started doing playground merch, and I was like, holy shit, this is like a good deal. Like it was really going. Then I had like guitar picks made, and I was making guitars.
One of those.
Yep. Yeah, I found one day. I gave the one of the last ones. So I was making like jewelry with it. People were buying all kinds of shit. Then it was shot glasses. Actually, when the barn burnt down, I spent $600 and some on merch for the next year. And then I bought like $500-600 worth of Haunted Acres merch. And it all went. But yeah, because let's be honest, merch is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like right for me, Haunted Acres, like just to go back, Haunted Acres is $20 getting right. Next year it's gonna be $25 because I just can't do it that cheap anymore for everything that goes into it. But if you charge too much, like bars for instance, if you charge, I'm going to watch you play a place and they're going to charge X amount. And you go to watch somebody play at my place, you might pay $10 to get in, right?
Right.
But you bring your own beer. So, okay, I could pay $5 and go to this bar, do $7 a drink. Or I can go to Glover's, do $10 and bring a fifth and a 2-liter and go, fuck yeah.
Right.
$2.50 a drink, if that, you know what I mean? A good drink.
Yeah.
So that was the whole, difference, because they knew I had to pay everybody. The cover always went with what the bands charged. So, or not even that. I don't want to put it like the bands were charged, because going back to, they never did. But there's a cost, Porta Johns and that, so I had a budget. This is what it is. I got to have this many people to pay it. Now, that might not happen. So this is a safer number. So it might be $5, it might be $10, it might,
Right.
For this one, the 23rd, it's 20, but there's bands and the haunt. We charged 20 last year for the whole haunt. The only thing you're not getting is the Field of Screams, but the party is in the haunt area. The stage is in the back of the haunt.
So where do you scare mostly?
Oh, in the fields.
In the fields?
I'm deep.
Deep.
Deep in the fields.
Deep in it.
There's people that are like, I want to get my picture taken. I want to stand out there. Man, you
It's
are missing out on
I'm
all
always
the
in
fun.
the corner though.
Always gotta be in the corner.
Always in the
Do
corner.
double scares, get them in one corner, and then run about 60 to 100 feet and get them in the next corner.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
we try to do it so you can scare multiple times, just because.
He sets up the maze very well every year.
How long you got between each scare?
That varies on every week. Depends who we
Yeah.
got to
Well,
scare.
I
Depends
guess
how
you got
many
your
help we
slow
have.
walkers or whatever. But how do you try to space
I
them?
would
You try to
say
space them like
5 minutes.
whoa, 5 minutes in between
7.
people coming through your
Oh,
area.
For us, you mean? I thought you meant
Yeah.
between scares going through.
No, I meant like like
it's hard to say.
you
Some
scare
people
somebody. How
sometimes-
quick do you got to get back to your original spot to get to
a
the
minute
next person?
36, we let a group in.
I would say,
Minute.
Now,
Thirty.
it used to go 5 minutes a group. We're busy enough now. I think it was a minute 36 she was
yeah,
doing.
yeah. It's hard
So-
to do double scares this year.
But some people walk slow. Some people run.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people want to go, dude, let me get a picture. And it's like, no,
Oh, really?
There's
I've
the
never
next.
done that.
There's the next person.
You really have to figure out how to fucking do it. Like, if it's your first time out there, it's going to be hard for you because people with flashlights and people running and people
Right.
walking slow, you're not going to know exactly when to time it. So
Yeah.
you got to figure that out. you
Right.
know? The flashlights, you got to scare them as soon as that light hits you or try to walk around the light so they don't see you,
and they
Get
say,
low. I'll get right on the ground if I have to and crawl at them and they'll fucking see me. On the ground.
no, he did a lot of crawling in that
did
video. I was
too.
like, look at
Crawling
this
on my
motherfucker.
knees and shit. Dude,
Dang.
I jumped over the trash can this year, and I turned around and
Is
looked
there a
back and I
video?
thought, what the fuck am I doing?
trash
Why did I
can's
jump over that? Yeah,
Did
I
you
jumped
say there's a
over it.
video?
I was running after a group and I jumped over that.
Did you say there's a video?
No,
There's
no,
not
no,
video
no.
of
Oh, I
that.
thought you said
There's
you were
video-
crawling around in that video.
There's video of me like crawling and scaring people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you post it on your Facebook?
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, I
got
think
it
so.
all.
Dude, look it up, John.
I could send
Let's
it.
go to Tyler's Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
dude.
can send it?
I could do that too if that's.
He's
easier.
got a bunch of them in there. It's badass.
Yeah.
When would it have been posted in fucking...
Yeah, October on my timeline. It's probably not. That
Like we
far
just
Yeah.
said, we wish we could share more videos.
Or look
While he's looking that up,
So,
I really gotta fucking pee.
Dude, I do too, man.
Public piss. Prison piss.
Prison piss.
y'all hold for each other.
Kyle's like, fuck y'all, I'm going upstairs because I live here. The rest of y'all can prison piss.
Oh yes, look at him. I just piss
I
outside.
suppose
I'm
I should
country.
piss now too.
I'm country. I'll piss outside. I don't care. I'm all weed.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when I was in high school, I would scrape all my resin on my opium bowl. That's what
Oh God, I miss opium.
So I would always put the resin in my nose, and I'd be in class going, ooh, yeah, that's what I used to do all the time. Nice thing about opium, they didn't know what the fuck it was. What's that weird smell?
Right, I miss that shit. I haven't seen it in
I
years.
haven't
Opium?
smoked opium in 15
I had a
years.
3-chamber
Dude, I don't
opium
think I've
bowl.
ever smoked opium.
Oh,
and I
I
was
thought-
told I was, but I was like,
Well,
this
back
isn't
then-
opium.
I've
This looks
definitely
like
smoked
weed.
opium.
Weed sucked when I was young, so it was opium.
I had a connection on pretty good opium
Oh,
for
which
like
one?
a whole year. It was
Dude, I
fun.
don't know. Just
He says, dude, I
they're
don't know.
short clips. So.
Yeah, they
the one
are.
with my mask is
Anything,
not
anything
that
in the
scary.
corn.
Yeah, check out those ones down there.
Was that minute 14 one?
Look at that frightened child.
That could be too scary.
Oh, yeah. That one looks good, too. We'll do that one after.
I think the only ones I saved are
That frightened child. He says, yeah. Is the video lagging?
Oh no!
They haven't walked
Can
up.
hear
They haven't
me.
walked up yet.
Oh no. Really.
Dude, what the fuck? He's falling! Hey! No! It's just falling! He's fucking behind us. Oh, really?
You hear that lady in the back?
It's probably another.
Get the fuck away from me!
I'm getting
That's how
all
I know
giddy
they're coming.
thinking about it.
Is that the ambulance coming?
No, that's how you know they're coming around.
Go to that kid
It's our
one.
warnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you.
Go back.
He's giving a thumbs up. He's like, that was good. Did she say I knew it?
That kid had a shit turtle in his pants.
I'm like crawling. In
I know you.
Go to this one right here. Go down
Below
one,
that one right there?
20 seconds. Yeah, look at this one.
Oh, it's making my face hurt smile. I miss this shit already.
What the fuck?
I'm having trouble playing the video. Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah, that's bowels.
It's garbage, man.
It's garbage.
It's garbage, I tell you. Oh, let's set this. Oh,
Why am I in front of you? Everybody is so fucking scared out there. It's
Is that you too?
No, that's
Oh.
your dad.
great. I think that's my dad.
Okay,
yeah,
'cause
with
that
the-
sounded
really
with
close.
the horns, yeah.
we always give Pops a horn.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
He's not good at scaring, like trying to yell at him anymore. So he loves the horns, man. He gets him good with that.
Yeah.
good
That's
times,
that
for sure.
sudden ass just.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's funny because when we scare, we have kids out there.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking like,
Oh, yeah.
no, I mean
There's
scary.
younger ones than that.
I mean
yeah.
kids scary.
Oh, kids scary.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
gotcha,
right.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Hillary brought her.
They do
you know,
fucking
and then
good
we had-
too.
Yeah, they were looking like
Ashley's
dolls
daughter,
last
I
year or
think, is
whatever, like dead
evil, 'cause
dolls. That
she
was
scared-
I
she
don't know.
made a
That was shit was
full-grown
fucking
woman
crazy.
fall backwards and hit her head on the fence. Because I come through to work the crowd for a little bit because I got called for something. And I heard this girl go, "Fuck that little girl." And I go, "What the hell?
put
What's
some of
that
this
all
in there,
about?" I look
too?
over, and there's Ashley in the kayak with a costume, act like a zombie. And the girl's just like running backwards as fast as she can. I'm like,
I should have brought.
dude,
that.
she's 8.
There's one more.
You got one. No, it's too late now. My hands are
I was
already.
gonna say, I think I got one, but it's a shitty grinder, but it would work.
This turned out a little bit drier this
Fail.
time. So I'm just gonna put some lettuce in it, more moisten it. But
It's not a bad idea. I used to do that.
yeah, dude, it works like a
Lettuce,
charm. You
bread
just drop
works,
a
dude.
little, just eat just a little bit of lettuce, or if you don't have any lettuce, you can use a piece of bread.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. All the weed, it just freaking soaks up the moisture from either or, and I don't know, just it doesn't like do anything to the weed that I've ever noticed. Just gets it re-moist.
Shout out to Glassroots in Fenville.
Glass
My
roots.
cousin made this.
Is that who made that
Seeing
pretty
it.
beast?
Yeah,
Roots.
seeing it last
Oh yeah, we were talking. Jesse and I were talking about that the last time
Yeah.
when we were here. That is that at that like out right off that exit in Fenville when you're coming through. Like, is this shop right there?
It's,
that-
it's right by a gas station.
I was gonna say right. That's what I was gonna say.
Car
Right
wash.
by that gas
Car
station and
wash.
shit.
There's a car wash behind it.
Okay, because I've seen I've seen you talk about it. I've seen pictures of it and stuff, and
It's
like
amazing glass, man.
right before I was coming back from over that way the last time before we came on here, and as I was driving by Fenville, I thought
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. Good work.
Glass roots.
My
Roots.
cousin's been blowing glass since '97. So
Fuck yeah, dude, that's tight.
that's good shit. Figured I'd do the shout out.
Was that stand up?
No, not this one.
Oh,
He makes fish and everything though. Like whatever the fuck you want, you can make.
just that just needs a little platform on the bottom, so you can just set it
Sherlock,
down.
man. You smoke it and put it away.
Yeah, you know.
You just do it?
Oh, you can get a little stand like that thing up there.
Yeah, you get stands for it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Little stand. Set them up.
Oh, that tastes great.
So going back to your original question a while ago, because this is what we do go over.
Yeah, well, you disappeared to take a piss.
It's like, yes, we are going to have the playground come back.
What's this?
Slowly.
A lighter?
Oh, it looks like a fucking weird lighter.
Highly
and the cool thing about the bands that are playing when the playground comes back, it's going to be the bands that played the playground back in the day.
Man, we've only been talking about this for at least 2-3 years now.
Right.
Well,
you know?
fuck you then. Don't insult my lighter.
Well, I don't want to steal it. I don't want to steal it, man. If we're all using our own lighter, nobody's gonna steal shit. Anyways, back to the original question. I'm fucking with you.
Zero nuclear.
No, that's not even close to nuclear.
I don't use clipper lighters.
That's not even close. I don't either. It was free. Yeah, that's not even close to nuclear.
Oh, dude.
No, I can't go to that level. It's not possible.
It was like if I had a show, if Rosales or Mahan didn't get a fight, it wasn't a show.
Oh, we were talking about when you were pissing about Mahan and Jill getting into a fight right before our set.
And who getting into a fight? Mahan and who?
Okay, we did a thing called Mahan Fest. It was Mahan's birthday party.
Yeah.
So we had I called it was my cheesy thing because it was they had Mayhem Festival. So I'm like, oh man. So anyways, somebody gave him like a G-string for his birthday, and he put it on. And she's like, "That's my ass." She was wah. And she was like beating his ass, and we're like, "Whoa!"
Well,
like chasing. He's like, "What?" So it was like
outside. They actually threw down though. Like they were tackling each other into our equipment and shit. And we're on that fucking platform, dude. So we're all worried. Like the whole fucking platform's moving. She ended up throwing the wedding ring. My drummer Damien found it like an hour or so later. Like it was a wild night.
Damn.
Alcohol is good. Alcohol is good.
I found the ring.
No, you really did. I totally forgot about that. You know, it's like hilarious.
I missed that one.
We were
I
also.
believe the night went pretty well after that, but
I
think they even made up. You know, once the wedding ring was found, then that night was fine.
I think they made up.
Well, obviously they live in the fucking keys now.
I think I wish we had like these cameras on our phones now, not just for shows, but the next morning to catch all the people sleeping in their cars with the door open and it's like raining or something. I'd be sleeping in somebody else's
I slept in my car plenty after I went to gym.
Yeah, batteries dead. They leave the lights on and shit. I'm like, I tackled the dude. He tried to get on a motorcycle. He was really drunk. And I'm just like, hey, dude, maybe no, they tried to kick him out. That's what it was. And I don't want no one leaving. My security guys go, you're out of here. I'm like, fuck that, dude. That guy's drunk as shit. That's on me. So it's like, you're not going. So he's going, I'm leaving. I'm like, no, you're not leaving, man. Just go chill out. You park your bike over by my deck. Dude, I think I even offered him to go on my couch. I don't know who the fuck he was, man. He looked cool. He's just drunk. Probably some bitch pissed him off. That's what always seems to happen there whenever there's a fight. And, he was bound determined, dude. I had to tackle him over his bike, dude. Bike fell on me. I'm like, ow, I'm little. This hurts. We're like wrestling. The guys go over and grab him. I got him in a headlock, and I'm like, dude, this is for your own good. Trust me. And he's like, I'm not going to leave. I'm good. Thank you. I guess he left. Crashed his bike on Shelby Road. It was in the police report, in the paper, the next week. I'm like, here's your sign. Dumbass. Yeah. We tried to stop you, And then we had one show, and Dan got hit from Lakeshore Drive. Sorry. God, I'm having a brain fart right now.
Product Society?
Product. He's just sitting mind his own business, man. Some dude hit him with a fucking beer bottle.
Damn.
And every time we had a fight, we were talking about that on the way down here, everyone we had to throw out a fight with were people we didn't know. It was never the crowd, that Muskegon, Oceana County metal crowd we all fucking with. It's some weirdo like, is that guy wearing a teal shirt? Seriously, guy showed up with a teal shirt. We're like, what the fuck is that? We had to throw his ass out. I think that's who hit Dan. Because my brother Jason grabbed one dude. I grabbed one dude, threw him into a table behind me, didn't realize it was no ice table, and they had all that Jägermeister shit when they were sponsored, like, fucking glasses and lighters. That shit all went flying. And I was like, God dang it. I was like, sorry. Oh, yeah, table. I think I bought him 2. because of that. You sit up by where people are gonna. Because I'd always say no moshing.
Mhm.
That
No.
never worked.
Dude,
Never worked.
I'd always say that because there's people that don't want to, mosh. They want to go watch the band. Okay.
Mayhem doesn't know what no moshing means.
No, must mosh.
Mayhem must mosh.
No, the worst one I had to stop moshing all the time was Holman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Justin get going. He'd be like, no, Mike, I'm sorry. Because I just do that. I'm Gandalf, stop.
Yeah.
You might not. And he'd be like, okay. And whammy, I saw you push that motherfucker. What are you doing? All the time. But it's going to happen. But if you can, so your parents say, don't drink till you're 21. Maybe it'll slow you down.
But you're out there.
You're
You're actively trying to shut down the mosh. You're striking that down.
Or in the middle of it hopping.
People are like going like this, and you're like,
oh, not like that. They were.
That would have depended how wild.
Dude, that one guy broke his leg in 4 places, tried to sue me.
yeah, but you can
know
tell
the guy
people
was
are
drunk
about
as
the mosh,
fuck.
though.
They were moshing pretty hardcore, broke his leg in 4 places.
Oh.
Went to the doctor, had no insurance. And the doctor's like, what did happen? So he tried to sue me. And that's why I lost my insurance in the barn. That's why the barn was fucked when the barn went down. So this motherfucker did it. So I'm like, well, I can't do shows or nothing. Because my insurance company was cool. They knew what I was doing. My agent, no names, but he was a partier. So he was like, fuck yeah, man, I come out there and party. He knew it was up. But when that happened, he couldn't hide it because there was a claim against me. And of course, I was like, no, he came here and got drunk. I didn't give him the alcohol. That's on him, dude. So it got through. No, it got throughout because they were still actively going over it. He went to Jimmy's Pub in Montague one day because he's from Montague area. And like a whole bunch of guys is like, you get the playground shut down, we're going to beat the fuck out of you, dude. That's where we go and hang out, dude. You were a drunk fuck. Man up.
Sounds about right.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
So he I can't remember if he called me, stopped by my house. He's like, call everyone off. Like I did it. Call everyone off, dude. I'm dropping it. And I'm like, what happened? He told me. I just laughed. I said, see, it's you for being a bitch. And then he came to a show like later. He had, because it's like it was fucked up. See, the cast out for a long time. Do you remember the dudes? He was sitting.
I don't remember his name, but I remember this whole situation.
I do, but I won't say it.
Oh,
I'll be getting messages. But,
no controversy.
but I put a bar stool out for this motherfucker and put him up in the front and said, be cool. And he was
I
rocking
didn't
it, trying to
I didn't say there wasn't gonna be controversy.
That's constructive criticism.
I just said I was not going to say anything controversial.
No, that was constructive.
I'm not responsible for anybody else.
No, I'm gonna be good, dude.
Yeah, be
I know
good.
what's up.
No names mentioned.
We like controversy.
But anyways, long story short of why the barn did get fucked was this guy did that, and my insurance company. I mean, I'm having parties, dude.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I get it. I mean, big parties. He's like, what the fuck, dude? So they dropped me instantly. Before I can even argue and say, well, I'll put $1 million policy every party on my barn. Just like if you're a bartender for a wedding reception, a lot of places are like, if you're going to have a bartender, you have to have $1 million policy because if anyone gets drunk and leaves your wedding reception, they're not going to go after us. They're going after you. So literally 3 weeks for the barn burnt down, I found a place. And they're like, yeah, we'll insure it for that. What are you doing? I'm having parties. They didn't give a fuck. You going to pay us? Yeah, I'm going to pay you. 3 weeks away, dude. But it was the end of the season. So I'm like, well, why am I going to pay for insurance for it? And then I was like, well, yeah, maybe I'll do it through the winter, just some cheaper things. So I got something like $20,000 in the barn. And they go, okay, we'll do that. So I'm waiting for it to go through because I think I needed money or some bullshit. I don't know what the fuck happened. The barn because I bought all that merch, because I'm stupid. I don't need insurance. I need merch. I need a new clown mask. So then the barn burnt down. I was like, fuck, no insurance.
Fuck.
They actually canceled the insurance on my house too because it was the same policy.
My priorities. Fuck.
Oh, dude, back in the day, I'd be like, I could eat food or I could, buy this new. Yeah, stupid.
Yeah. Sure.
We've all done it. We've all done it.
Oh, so how did it burn down though?
There was super high winds, and it had overhead power wire. But the fucked up thing about it is I hired an electrician because I put a new box in. So I said I want new wire from where the electric company ends, I want you to run all new, it was whatever, 8 gauge, I don't fucking know, big wire or whatever, for your main, and he ran that. I paid a guy. Electric
Big
company,
wire.
but then the big wire, then the electric company, that was classic.
Big wire.
So the electric company came and actually ran a whole new line to the barn. But my buddy worked for the electric company. He's like, I'm not really supposed to do this, but hell, I'm here. I'll just run it. Because I wanted a new line to this one. Well, I don't know what happened, but I guess they must not have had the connections real tight.
Oh.
Or they worked loose, but the wire was doing this. So it's doing that and it sparked. And I thought I'd be cool and put like cedar shake shingles all around the outside of my barn, which are highly flammable in 40-mile-per-hour winds. And the electric company was actually 2 blocks down putting a line fire out. They put a line fire out at the Stony Lake Bar earlier. Right down the road from me was a line fire. And they looked over and went, fuck, is that the playground? Is that Mike's place? Because the flames were, I guess, like 100 foot and more. One of my friends showed up. And he got off the Montague exit, could see the glow from Montague.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was at work. I'm at work at the jail going, oh, my life's ending, everything almost. I mean, I have a house, but I literally probably had 60% of everything I own in the barn. Everything I accumulated over the years.
Right.
Right.
I had a storage unit on. I thought I lost all my Star Wars shit, and luckily I had it somewhere else. I didn't even know that, dude. And I was like, and then my clarinet when I was in bands, I blew the wood. It's all right to say. Before any of you fucks say it, I beat you to it. I played clarinet and I found it in another building. I'm like, whoa, and it had BC Rich guitar stickers on it. And I'll go, hey, there's my 3-chamber opium bowl. I wonder where it was. It was in the clarinet case. Played guitar in high school and played clarinet. That's when you know you're a rock star.
Yeah, dude.
You're hiding a 3-chamber opium bowl in the clarinet case.
It was a different time.
3-chamber opium bowl.
I went to school for 2 hours a day my senior year. I never took a study hall or nothing. I had most of my credits. So I had to take government class to graduate and some other fuckstick class I barely passed out of. But government class is first hour, and when y'all know you smoked weed before you went to school and drank. So first hour, I was screwed. So I barely. Actually, I don't think I passed that class. I think the teacher, he had passed. He was cool as fuck, but I think he let me pass because when I found out, I actually was studying for the test, but I'm very ADD, and I was high, so I didn't remember shit. So I got pissed through my book and through the classroom and said, fuck this school, I quit. I got a phone call that night. My mom said he called and it's like, yeah, I went through the test and Mike had 2 right that I didn't know he did. He got the big D-. I'm like, yeah. Graduated, but.
Got the big D-.
The big D-.
Yes,
man,
we did it. Passed, but
when I was in school,
I was a super senior, man. I had to fucking work for that shit on the online classes, like the fucking computer classes and shit. Doing that stuff. I mean, you're still at school.
I had co-op, so
I had school to work too. I would, I would go to work for half the day.
That's what I did.
And get credits for it.
I had no classes till noon, but they made me kind of stay there, so I had to take the band was like, what do you want to be? Just help clean the band room and hang out? I'm like, sure. So I just went in the back and smoked cigarettes, got a credit for that. And then I took some weightlifting. And then, but the last semester, I had 2 hours. I literally showed up to school to almost flunk out of government class, go on a donut run to the bakery down the street, come back for everybody, and then just
the donut run.
I milked cows for a dairy farm down in Snow Lake at like 4, but I left school at like 10 because I worked during the day.
Yeah,
we just played it was ice hockey. I think Nintendo, just regular Nintendo.
Blades of Steel.
I think it was
Blades of Steel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. And,
one of my favorite fucking.
That's what we would do. We'd smoke weed. Me and my buddy Ray and John Sack, we'd drink and smoke weed and play that until we went to work. Didn't go to work till like 4 o'clock, but I left school early.
Shit.
It was awesome.
No way, man.
Redneck, you can't do that nowadays.
No.
Their school sucks.
There's cops at most schools nowadays.
It does suck.
What's that?
There's cops at most schools nowadays.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I was going to do, actually. And I quit the posse thing. I wanted to be a truancy officer, I knew what to do. I did a lot, so I know where to look.
I remember talking to you about that at one
Dude,
point.
yeah, you could be though. You give off cop vibes, and I could see that. I could see you like getting like in a suit, like you got a fucking badge and stuff.
I will not wear a fucking suit.
Like
I
like
wore
the
a suit
cop
in
suit.
concert
The
band.
cop
That's it.
suit.
You know,
When I
like
got
a little
married, I
get
didn't wear a
up. You
fucking
know what I
suit.
mean? Uniform. There you go. yeah, you get
Well, I
that
still have the
badge.
uniform.
Get the
fortunately,
fucking
comedy,
badge.
but-
Dude, come on, man.
My
Freshly shaven head. Look
My
at this,
badge,
man.
actually, I gave it to Vince Neil.
Look at that stare, dude. Like, you could be like an interrogator, you know? Like, if you got like mean, you know, like, come on.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of the kids up there, I was really cool when I worked at Juvie, but if you're a fucking dick, dude, I'll give it back to you worse. Because no little kids are gonna talk to me like a bitch. I'm a dick.
You always had stories.
I'm a fucking dad, dude. Oh, the one kid I choked out, he tried to tackle me in the shower.
No kids can talk to me like a bitch.
We fell in the shower. The supervisor opens the curtain, sees our legs
Remind
kicking
your
out.
kids of that when they start talking about it.
Yeah.
Ain't no kids gonna talk to me like a bitch.
And put them in a chokehold.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. I had this weird vibe there. Like, all the kids would walk in. I got tattoos and I'm bald. They all thought I did UFC. And I may or may not have choked out a few kids. Didn't get investigated, but threatened once. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, they go, don't fuck with Mike G, because that's what they call me. Mike G, man. He's on UFC.
Mike G, man.
So I just go with it. So I started buying like the karate shorts and shit. Wearing
Blended.
I walk in, you want to fight, fucker? No, Mike G, I'm
You wanna
good.
fight? Next thing he walks in with like a whole ass gi and
Got the
shit.
gloves and shit.
Yeah.
Wooden kais. No, I was cool with it though, man.
Eye of the
Look,
Tiger starts playing.
all you gotta do in jail is be cool to the people in jail, and they're cool to you. It's that easy, man.
Oh.
Everyone's like, correction officers, net. If you're a dick, you're fucked.
Yeah, dude.
If you
can
wanna be
totally
cool,
do it though.
And you don't gotta give people nothing. Just be cool.
Yeah.
I tell kids all the time, can I get that? No, fuck you. But you know why I'm telling you fuck you? No, but
No, tell me.
None of my encounters with corrections officers were good.
when I went to jail, it wasn't too good either, and I worked for the county. That wasn't good. They're walking me in, and Kaz going, Mike, gee, life's a bitch, huh, fucker? I'm like, oh, fuck you, dude. What's up?
Oh.
Yeah.
That had to have been a fucked up feeling.
Right.
Having the cops block the expressway for you, like Dukes of Hazzard style, I felt kind of accomplished, but I sobered up real quick. I was like, wow, that's for me.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, they shut down the expressway.
Mm.
It was like 4 a.m. I was going the wrong way on the expressway for like 7 miles.
Damn.
I had a receipt from the bar. It was like this long. And the bar we were at, it was me and my coworkers, you know. I had a bad day at work, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to the bar, which was often, I'm not going to lie. And they were like, wow, Mike G's pissed off. Let's go too. Well, man, we just closed down the bar, and it was still partying. Fuck it, I'll say it was a Chamber in Whitehall. They had a couch right there. We're all there partying. It was getting fucked up. And I go, dude, I'm going to leave. And then my buddy's like, he calls me, he's like, you get home, bro? I said, I just got on the expressway. He goes, you left 40 minutes ago. No shit. I'm like, what the fuck do you do? 40 minutes ago? No, I just got on the expressway. But you know, they got them right side by side in Whitehall, and that girl got killed like right after I did that. And they put the signs up there now. And I was like, dude, I'm going the wrong way on the fucking expressway. About that time, I look, I see all the lights. I go, hey, dude, I'm going to jail. I'll give you a shot, man. I might have you come get me or something. He goes, what? Click. And like an idiot, I threw my phone on the thing, so I had no phone. I couldn't call anyone. No one knew where I was. I never called in late for work. I didn't go to work. They thought I fell out of my tree stand. I was laying in the woods dead. They're going to come looking for me. Supervisor's like, no, here's his picture.
Damn.
Because, you know, we can look all that up. Never mind.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I guess it was interesting in my picture. It was like a sign of accomplishment. It took you this many years to get me.
Damn.
And then you think about that afterwards. Seriously think about that. When you get pulled over or something like that, you think, how many times should I went to jail? You know, and you're just like, God.
Oh, yeah.
Because you think you're invincible.
Yeah.
No, I did, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate to say this. We did it all the time, but who didn't, you know?
Yeah, no,
right
it's
down
true.
the road, and then I got pumped, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know? And then, like I said,
yeah, but it's rare where you're driving the wrong way on the expressway, though.
Yeah, I wasn't, and I had alcohol poisoning. They tried to take me to the hospital the next day. I'm like, fuck you, give me some Gatorade.
Give me some Gatorade, electrolytes.
Swear to God. I said, give me Gatorade, I'm good. Fuck that, I ain't paying for that.
Nah, IV infusions and shit.
That's true.
They kicked me out. It
would be emergency room, too.
You know, it was winter time. You got that bar right across the street. You can get a cigarette and make a phone call from the payphone there. And I didn't have money for that because all my money was in my car.
Oh.
I flagged out a taxi driver. I said, I got a credit card. It ended up being my buddy's cousin. I said, come get me. So he took me to his house. And yeah, that was my fun story. It cost me thousands. And nowadays they waive half the fees. I think it cost me.
My passenger mirror cost me $7,000.
Mine was like 10. I think mine was 10 or 11
grand for a passenger mirror.
No, I got an OWI.
Yeah,
like the whole
back in June.
Thing. Okay,
I had a super drunk, but they dropped it. The guy goes, "We're not going to lower it."
I had a super drunk too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They drop it. They always drop them down one.
Terry Nolan got me out of it.
Told you. I had no one. Yeah. I was in therapy.
We played a show.
Here's the thing about Terry. I'm in real quick. I'm in fucking therapy, dude. So I'm in my I didn't go to AA because I put myself on like some kind of substance abuse thing right away because I work for the system. I know what to do, right? So I jumped in there. So I'm in this room for some substance thing, and Terry Nolan is in the next room for substance for this cocaine deal. Yeah. I'm like, that's my lawyer. I'm here. Right now, I'm here. It was so fucked up, dude.
So I haven't told most of the story to a lot of people yet, so I guess now's the time. In June, we played a show in Ravenna. It was a wedding anniversary.
Ravenna? Where's Ravenna?
It's Ravenna. So we played a show in Ravenna.
You don't need to know.
Part of Muskegon County.
Oh. Okay.
So at this point in time, I had only gotten hammered maybe 4 or 5 times like last year. I was kind of planning on like narrowing down to quit or just drinking during shows and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we played this show. I was at a really rough time in my life, just dark places all around me at all times, like months on end. I just seemed like I was in a fucking hole, and I'm not gonna lie, I was getting hammered damn near every day before that, like towards the end of 2019 and 2020 is just all a blur. And so the end of 2020, around when Alexi Leho died, I decided to quit. Well, then fast forward to June, I leave this show. I stayed the night, but I was partying until like 4 or 5 in the morning. I don't remember, and I left this show and I ended up falling asleep on a dirt road in Marne, like doing like 15 miles an hour. I fucking clipped the yield sign. I remember what sounded like a gunshot going off next to me. And I look over and there's just glass in my mirror. Mind you, I just replaced this mirror myself like 2 weeks earlier. That's why I joke about this $40 mirror cost me $7,000 fucking dollars.
Right.
Well, I wake up in the ditch and couldn't get my Jeep out. Cops showed up like 20 minutes later, and he was trying to help me out. Like, it's like 6:30 in the morning, and he, I was pretty coherent,
Right.
I don't know how, because I was drinking 7% IPAs all night, and I had like 3 gulps of moonshine, 3 or 4 shots of Jägermeister.
Jeez.
I blew a .27.
Yeah, I would have been like gone.
Well, I had a lot of weed on me, and shit like that, and concentrates, all that shit. Cop started talking to me and trying to help me get the Jeep out, and then he smelled the alcohol on me, and I could see it just turn in his face. Then he goes into the other mode. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm hit. So I started doing all the tests and everything, and well, he steered right past the weed and everything, so I didn't have to deal with any of that. I got my card, so that fucking helps.
Well, they say you're supposed to.
I quit drinking 7 months ago now, though. So
7 months ago.
Oh yeah,
I was
the
trying
whole
to.
He was like the only one.
I
did
quit.
good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been over 7 months now, believe it or not. But I was quitting. I was quitting before I got in trouble, and then I got in trouble, and it cost me $7,000 fucking dollars. And now I'm like, all right, I'm done with this fucking game. I had fun for a long time, so
right.
Strictly medical now.
It's true though. Your insurance goes up, and it's on your record. When I went to get my gun license, they were not going to give it to me because I had that fucking drunk driving. I go, Dude, that was 13, 12 years ago. And they go, don't matter.
Perfect. I don't have to explain the story to everybody now.
Right.
Thanks for making that easy.
It's perfect.
No problem, man. So what were you thinking? What was your first thought though when you like kind of came to? Or you're like, what was your first thought though? When you're sitting there, were you like,
the
were
cops
you,
were wondering
so,
if I was dying when I was
no,
puking
you're
in jail.
right?
Oh, you puked a lot too?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
you
he's
puked
like,
in
"You all
jail?
right?" I'm like, "Just leave me alone for a while."
That stainless
Good.
steel toilet was my bitch.
When you woke up in the because you woke up inside the car or the truck, right?
Yeah, I kind of blacked out. No, see, I left out a part. I really didn't give a fuck about my life at the time, and when I left that place, I was speeding everywhere I went. I was doing over 100 for like 10 miles on the highway, and thankfully I didn't fall asleep then.
Right.
You know,
No
it
shit.
happened when I just happened to. I missed like 2 of my exits when I was speeding. Totally missed my exits. That's why I ended up in Marne. You know, I was going to fucking Grand Haven.
Yeah, no one goes to Marne. For
Yeah.
I was totally out.
no
I was out by
shit.
the
I'm
racetrack.
gonna go milk
you
a
know?
cow for fun.
Oh shit. Yeah.
You know.
And I this is what I remember. I woke up and I look at the roads and I get out and my Jeep's like this and like bottomed out, and I'm like, yeah, that's not getting out. And I'm thinking, well, I could ditch it, but I got my Dean in there and I got a lot of money's worth of shit in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
the options are not there. I'm not leaving this, you know, not
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah, 'cause
And I'm
if you-
looking
'cause if
around.
you
I
would've
thought I knew
left-
where I was at. I look around. I'm like, yeah, I know these roads. I'm looking at the street signs. I'm like, I'm
I know
close
these
to my
roads.
house. I'm like, I'll get this figured out. And then
I
it
know
dawned
these.
on me. No, I look at my phone. My dumbass never thought to use my GPS on the way home, so I'm just like going by my memory while I'm
Making
fucking
it up.
tired as fuck, you know. And
Did you
I knew
sober
I was
up
like,
though?
I knew I was in the wrong.
Did you kind of like?
spot.
I mean, you weren't sober. You know how you did? You
I
sober
was
up?
I
No,
felt
from the
sober.
adrenaline rush when the cop pulls up.
Dude.
Because when I saw the
fucking-
cops, I
Which-
was like stone
I didn't
sober.
feel like I was
Drunk
that
as
fucked
hell,
up
but
when they.
adrenaline
Which county did
pulled
you
up.
get hit in? Were you? Was it Ottawa?
Yeah, but like I was on the outskirts.
Right. I was saying.
Ottawa.
At least it wasn't
Hudsonville
Grand
Court.
Haven. Grand Haven. Like it,
100%. No, dude, I'm thankful. By the way, everything went down at this point.
Yeah.
I regained money. That's not a fucking problem.
For sure.
And you know, it's a learning experience that I hoped I would never have to go through. But I fucking fell asleep, and I live my life extremely tired all the time. So it's my own goddamn fault,
right.
man.
Yep.
I did it to myself, you know.
Well, that's what I said.
I
I
hear
couldn't
the
get
tired
mad
Rolls
about
about
down
it.
hills, man. I'm on the upward slope.
But like I said, if you do that enough, it's only a matter of time before it does happen.
yeah.
And I was mad
That's
at
the
myself.
problem.
Like you and I talked.
Dude, you
we
just
talked
live.
about this.
If you continue on, like if I would have continued doing what I was doing and not falling asleep, then I would just be living miserably for years because I was closing down bars at 2 a.m. and going to work at 5.
Yeah.
What if we killed
Like,
somebody?
Fuck, dude, that's
You
stupid.
know?
I can't
Yeah.
even think
It's
of
like-
doing that now. Like,
Right.
Fuck
I
no,
think
dude.
about that. I'm like, I don't know how I did that at all. Holy fuck, man.
It's like at midnight. You're like,
That's
woo, we
rough,
gotta go home.
man. That's
dude.
rough.
Make
I
some
don't know how I
pizza.
did it, and I did it for a long time.
Whew.
Very functional alcoholic. Not anymore. Still an alcoholic, but I quit drinking.
Yeah.
That's-
What time you falling asleep now though? Still.
He smokes a bunch of weed, it
10,
helps.
10:30.
Are you
I
you
get
fall
up
asleep
at
about
5.
10:30? Yeah.
I get up at 5, yeah.
Yep.
11 sometimes. I try to, man. But I don't know. My
Yeah,
head,
sometimes
my
it's
head
like,
is
Head
just
won't shut off,
racing.
though,
Yeah,
man.
it's
I get
bad. I have
that.
to stay super fucking busy here, and my head is just.
Do you have
takes
to have a
over.
white noise to sleep?
Yeah, fan.
Girlfriend
Fan.
has a fan, which I didn't think I needed, but
Dude,
Oh, you
I'm
need
getting
it.
used to it now. It's
I
so
never thought I
stupid.
needed it until
Oh, I
I was
sleep with
sleeping.
TV
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
TV on?
yeah, usually playing something on like YouTube videos through the night, like certain things. But yeah,
Oh,
I have to have some kind of like actual like TV noise. It can't just be white noise.
oh, it
Really?
can't just be a fan.
Nah.
Well, see,
used
for
to-
years
It
I
doesn't
couldn't
work
do
for me.
that. I got broken into like
I
4
can't sleep to
times,
music
dude.
either. It's
I did
super
for
weird.
years, like when I was younger, and then I just stopped. I don't know what the hell happened to it.
I want my
For
house
the TV?
quiet.
No, just music playing.
Oh, music playing.
yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No, I
can't
just
sleep to
strictly
music. It
fan-
like catches me weirdly.
Fan and like
I'll
pitch
start
black.
listening now.
Well, mine
Same.
was.
But
like,
I can fall asleep to
I've
like
been
shit like
broken into
TV
4
shows and
times,
stuff like
dude.
that. No
so
problem.
I wanted to
Yeah.
hear if there was a noise in my house. I didn't have any animals or nothing. I lived
Oh,
alone. My kids
right.
were there.
Yeah.
Dude, when someone steals guns
That's
from
true.
your house and kills a fucker with them, you're on edge. Now I'm
Sure.
better, but for a long time, dude, I couldn't have any noise.
That's
And
true.
it sucked because I
Don't think about that.
It's not like mine's not blasting. It's
But
super
now
quiet.
I
but it's
like
just
a
enough.
fan.
If it's too
No,
quiet,
mine's like blasting, dude.
Is
Mine's
it?
like,
No,
it's
like-
like, yeah, baby.
oh, the fan's going.
My ears ring so
Oh,
goddamn
dude.
loud,
We
dude.
got
I
a
have to
Tractor
have that
Supply
noise.
one, a barn fan to blow the heat back down from the outside. It's like, yeah, it's loud on low, man.
I just got the box fan on high. That's me, dude.
My window air conditioner is like literally this far from my bed.
Oh hell
You
yeah!
hear it the whole time.
So like,
Hell
yeah, dude, that's like right there on me all summer long when I'm sleeping. Yeah.
You lose power, you wake right up.
Oh yeah. I'm sleeping hot.
Yeah.
What?
But just like the sound of a fan is not enough for me
My white noise
to
is
sleep
gone.
to.
Yeah.
Like I have to have something else to kind of distract my brain, or I'll try to fall asleep. My thoughts will run fucking.
My thing is just like
That's
even
what
when
I
it's
hate, dude.
even
You
when
can't
there's
shut it
no
off.
noise at all, there's still that piercing fucking noise. Just that that really
Oh, I have a
loud.
really
I
loud
tried to
one,
do
dude.
it.
I
Just
said
that
my
really
ears.
loud-
Yeah, my tinnitus said. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
my
that
ears ring if
fucking
it's really
pinging,
quiet
just-
too. That's the other.
And you're just like, what the fuck? I
do it
need
to myself,
something.
though.
Yeah, same.
Something.
Did it to myself.
Wheels and the
yeah.
subs and
Yeah, I got a fan app on my phone.
You ever have it where you
Yeah,
lose
so like
power
if
in
we
your
were
phone?
camping
The house
and
full
there's like
there's
nothing, like
you
I gotta
realize
put a
how
fucking
quiet it is because
Yeah.
your refrigerator,
get
Fan.
that
your
dead
TVs
silence.
and everything make
Yep.
a little bit of noise. When you lose power, you never notice how quiet it is. Like for me, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Crazy
it's so
how
quiet.
Yeah, you don't even realize you think with no noise in your house, it's no noise, but no, there is. Shut your power off and sit in your house and go.
All of a sudden you hear that battery operated clock. Like, what the
I
fuck?
had to fucking take
That-
the batteries out of mine. Dude.
That
I got
motherfucker.
a
Click.
guitar one on
Click.
the wall and
Click.
can
Yeah.
only tolerate it so long. Start thinking
It's a
about
metrodome
guitar
from
riffs.
hell.
Yeah, start thinking about guitar riffs in my head and shit.
Hey, I started playing guitar a couple weeks ago again. It's tough with these busted up fingers, but
Yeah, it's kind of like riding a bike, but only for so long.
it was rough the first
You can go a few
day.
months,
The second
but-
day went pretty good, but still, when you can't bend
How long had
anything,
it been since you played?
5 years.
Yeah, see, that's not like riding a bike anymore. You have to completely regain
No,
the
you got
muscle,
to
you know?
retrain your whole fingers.
Man,
Everything's.
yeah.
It's like wow.
You
it's-
gotta retrain
I go
everything.
weeks sometimes without playing.
Like I said,
Oof.
2 of my fingers won't bend really.
You got 2 bended fingers?
I don't have enough time.
This one's fused. I broke all these fingers
Oh wow.
in a gear, and they were all pointing every
In a
which
what?
way. In a big gear at work.
Oh
This old shop we worked at, we ran wire through this thing, but whatever.
yeah.
We had to wear these gloves they made us, and the glove caught in it. Pulled the glove in first, and then I'm like, shit. And my thumb was slowing me down. It was that quick.
Damn.
And then it was stuck in
Damn.
there, and I'm like, fuck, where's everyone at?
Ah.
No. Everyone's
Help!
on break.
Help!
So I had to turn the machine on the rest of the way and suck on my hand the rest of the way out.
Help! Help!
Yeah. Yeah, I was the boss. I'm like, I'm fighting all you. No.
Damn.
Yeah, when you're a guitar player, you just talk about depression. That's when I really started drinking, though, right there.
Yeah.
Couldn't play nothing, couldn't do anything. I mean, it's like
Yeah, it's my biggest fear.
if that's something you like to do, it's like running. Now I want to say running because you could do that with the press. Say you're a big swimmer and you lose your legs. I'm sure they got prospects for that now, but if they don't, it fucks up your world, dude. And that's how I was. I couldn't play guitar, and I was like, 'cause I had pins in them forever and that, and then I couldn't even bend them, and I was like, what the fuck do I do? I almost sold the guitars, but I didn't.
Ooh.
I said no. I've had
No.
some of these are sold.
No,
damn old.
I'm not gonna sell the guitars.
Wall, at least.
That's what they're going in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still play them some, but they're gonna go in the trailer. I think the playground trailer.
Playground trailer.
Playground trailer.
Playground trailer.
I'm beginning to become that farm now. We got the big haunt. Now there's semi-truck trailers stacked up.
Playground trailer.
Yeah, I was just say you softballed it to me.
Throw me a beat. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
tossing it up there.
Just throwing it. See what
Playground.
shit falls in.
Yeah. Playground shows. Freak out on a leash. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The playground
Oh, yeah.
shows was basically.
Didn't want
this,
to do.
dude.
Didn't want to.
It was
Didn't want to do
chicane.
the
You got
old
fucked up. You were
Slipknot.
at home. What was that saying?
No.
Come,
Don't
fuck
want to
shit
with
up, go
corn.
home.
Something like that.
Dude, I made a shirt that said that for the playground once. It said,
Hey.
"Arrive,
Are
raise
are
hell,
all
leave."
are the guys in the Slipknot one a part of the corn one?
Yep.
All of them in the corn
Not
one.
Most of them, not all of them.
Well, no, not all of them, because obviously Slipknot has more, but like
No. The five guys and Freak on a Leash, I think maybe 3 of them are in that.
Oh.
I think that sound about right. Yeah. They're pretty legit, the Slipknot one. I have not seen them yet, but everything I've heard, dude.
From the Slipknot one?
Yeah. What do they call it?
I seen them at the Rock and Roast, man.
Yeah, that's the one. I didn't make it that year.
They're fucking
legit, right?
Yeah, legit.
Oh, dude, when they do Korn, it's like,
and I'm like,
wow.
And I'm like, and this is at Rock and Roast. You know,
yeah.
Like,
imagine
like if they had like like a Harpo's or something.
Well,
you know, like where Slipknot has played before, and then you put them on the Harpo stage. Like I was like, wow, these guys like fucking, they could have hung in there.
You know,
for
Harpo's
sure.
hopefully does shows pretty soon. It's getting all redone.
I mean, you seen the
I saw some posts for
Shannon Razorblade and her husband was working on that for a while, helping them out. So hopefully they get.
Yeah, I saw Jen share some stuff about them looking for local. They're having like a local invite thing.
Yeah. So hopefully that becomes a thing again. That'd be cool. I miss like the ice pick, you know.
Yeah, but now you can go eat delicious French fries there.
Delicious French fries?
Yeah, Hamburger Mikey's is in the building where the ice pick was.
Yeah.
Talk about really good French fries there.
Amazing French fries.
Ooh, holy shit! Yeah, it's like you're like, okay, it's a real potato. They just doing the thing.
It's a real potato.
It ain't no big deal. No, it's the bomb, dude.
Super when it vibrates again, it's good.
Super good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like,
don't sit on it.
Don't sit on it. Yeah.
Ooh.
I just want to say something.
Sit and spin, please.
Not on the beaker.
I gotta
Gets
put my mouth
girthy
on
as
that.
it goes. It's too much.
I'm surprised every time you call it a beaker. This is the first time you have it.
Yeah, it is a fucking beaker.
So is this still manly if you have one of them and it's kind of shaped like a butt plug?
I'm not really worried about manly. I'm just trying to get high.
Yeah, I knew that.
Go fuck.
Fuck about being manly. This ain't no manly thing.
Ain't no manly thing.
Ain't no thing but a man thing.
Ain't no What's that?
It's a beaker.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So if we start doing some shows, you're gonna have to come out and check it out. I suspect we'll do like 3 shows maybe this year, maybe with the wedding.
Yeah, your test.
And then next year we'll be able to do. But you never know. It's like we'll see what the weather's like. If September's decent weather-wise, like last year it was still like summer September.
Oh yeah.
If that's the case, dude, we'll throw some shit in there in September. The only problem
There were
we
parts
have
of
is
December that felt like summer.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like 60, what? 65, 66?
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
The week I got sick, it was
Damn.
60 degrees and then went to 30 degrees.
Damn.
I was hauling wood in my house barefoot, and I'm like, wait, this is the wrong
Yeah,
time.
when I came up to your place in October, you were walking around barefoot.
I'm always barefoot.
I know.
He says,
Everyone
I know.
sees my.
I've
I
known
got
you
hobbit
long.
feet so bad.
I've known you long enough.
I like to show off my black toenails. That's all.
I was thinking about it though, man. Like I
So
can't.
got hobbit feet.
For
I can walk on broken glass. Seriously, I think it's bad. I walk in the haunt all the time with that wood chips, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I go,
Yeah, I can't do that shit.
again, barefoot all the time.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Country boy.
I was just saying, well, I was thinking about it, like as much, like as many memories and like as many times as we played at the playground, like we were late coming to. I didn't meet you till like 2014.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like we definitely made up for lost time, but it was like I remember the first time I heard about the playground was around the Halloween show of 2013 when it was still the Devil's Playground.
Oh yeah.
Like
I think that was my first show.
that was like the first time. That was the first time I really had heard about it, and then I met you that night at the Heavyweights
Yep, with Jake. Great picture, man.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Fucking great.
But like, yeah. So then when I met you then, and then that summer was when we started coming up and playing and stuff. But
Once you come and play, you want to play again.
Right.
yep.
I mean, seriously, the only rule we had was just try not to fight. I mean, if you don't fight in there, we don't give a shit. And as far as bands go, I don't give a fuck what you do. Just go out there and wing it. If you do some weird show like Heartsick, they played a show and they showed up early and played their whole album
For once.
Yeah, yeah. Always like played the whole album for me and like 15 people. It wasn't recorded yet. Alfonso was reading the lyrics off a sheet, which I do have on YouTube, I think, but I couldn't for 3 years. I had to hold on to it because you can't show anyone.
Right.
Like, fuck, really? But no, I want the bands. The bands want to do whatever they want to do. Like he's like sometimes bands like, yeah, we're gonna play 45 minutes, an hour. We don't care because I'm not a bar.
There was no time.
There was, yeah, really. I mean, there was no. I don't want to say there's no rules, but
there were rules, but it wasn't like there wasn't like set times. Like the show started at 10. The flyer said the show was going to start at 10.
Yeah,
it might be. There was times we were all on that damn fucking deck in the front, just partying. And it's like, nah, I don't feel like starting right now. All right, I don't care. It's like, and sometimes it was like, let's wait and see if a few more people show up because there's
right.
You're definitely gonna have that.
Sometimes I was an idiot and I didn't research it, and you book something and go, yeah, we're doing it. Oh, bike times this weekend. I had a show for Carnival Chaos was going, but it worked out because that's when Falsetta played.
Yep.
They played Carnival Chaos with Fonz.
And came
to my place, and they came out again. And dude, we showed them how we party in Michigan.
Yeah, I went to jail.
I mean, they were.
I went to jail.
They were like, dude, and they came out.
And then the rest of that summer, I was on probation in Oceana County.
Dude, that's like.
And we still played like 5 more. I think that was like the second or third time we had played up there.
Second time, I think.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the second.
Probably, yeah, the second time.
The throwing up in the corn was the first.
Was the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the second one. So then we played several more times that year, and I was on probation in the county, so I had to be on my best behavior.
Oh man!
I mean, I just got really high.
Remember how hot it would get in the barn?
Yeah.
We had the doors open, and I had vents in the roof. I remember when I cut them vents, when I was cutting the holes out, and this is no bullshit. I cut the hole out, and as soon as I pulled it, the heat was like, wham, and it hit me. And I'm like, holy shit, we held that much in there. Imagine having a couple hundred, 100, 200 people in there. So, yeah, when the bands would play, there was always a fan trying to blow on everybody. But then, remember, before I had the new breaker box, like you guys played the Powerwood, always some asshole would go, I had a popcorn machine in my bar area. Popcorn machines draw like a motherfucker.
Do they?
Some drunk dude would be like, yeah, it was a commercial one,
Okay.
So they're like, yeah, man, let's make popcorn. Band's playing. All the lights. I got to run downstairs with a lighter trying to.
Fuck.
Dude. And then we had a ground issue where the ground went bad and we were getting like, the electrician's like, I think you were getting like 480 through some of your lines at one point. Was it dangerous? I said, well, kill tomorrow, blew a PA. Remember that?
Yep. 100%.
Yep, and I blew a PA.
I'd say the first time we played, the PA blew up. Yeah. And that's why we had to wait. Why I ended up getting drunk because we were waiting because you guys were bringing PA stuff up there. So that's how I ended up chugging whiskey and smoking weed.
Yeah, didn't you blow a speaker with the bass?
I don't remember.
I think
you said there's a video online
possible.
though? There's a video online of the playground. You guys playing?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You just got to search for the playground, Stony Lake, Michigan.
It's on YouTube.
Burn some
but it's on Mike, certainly my drummer's page. He shot it with his GoPro. But I'm sure if you just search for that for Kill Tomorrow.
Kill Tomorrow, Burn. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it'll pop up.
It'll pop up. I remember
video.
We were dressed up. Oh, dude, don't even go. Oh, there it is.
See, I've seen it before, I believe. Yeah, Mike.
I'm getting a headache already.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I took up too much of your time. You will never get this time of your life back. This song's called "I Burn This Motherfucker to the Ground."
Damien's head's like right there.
Burn this motherfucker to the ground.
towards 6 inches between the speaker and you away. Like if you moved half a step over, you're gonna hit that hole.
Oh, yeah.
That
it was cool.
it broke on me. I was jumping one night doing
Yeah.
that was back
Oh,
when
you were
before
jumping,
my
yep.
knees were fucked. And I jumped one night and that motherfucker popped on me, and I used to step in that hole all the fucking time.
Yeah, dude.
What sucks is all that shit got fixed and it burned down. I had to have things so people couldn't get on stage, but then people would get up. This is me mostly, but you get up there and you jump on the crowd, then stage dive a little bit.
Yeah, you like to get
The computer chose that was enough.
With a clown,
I was like,
with
no.
a clown suit.
That's all good.
Is it still lagging out when we're doing the internet? No, I mean like the program and
was
everything.
too hot.
Is it
It's too
has
hot.
still been
Couldn't handle
lagging
it.
like
It's too
that?
hot. It burned that motherfucker to the ground.
Huh.
It's the video gods. You said
Yeah, I'm
video.
still gonna have to upgrade the damn computer. Damn. I don't know.
It's good enough.
How do you
I
feel?
mean,
know
it is.
what's
It
up.
works.
How do you
We
feel
know
about
what's
that?
I mean, there's part of me that really wants to, anyways.
Right.
But the other part of me is like, fuck, I gotta spend that money. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry I took up too much.
I know. It's like, ugh. The investment. It's like, because that one was already like 500, which I know isn't a lot, and I'm fucking working it like a bitch, doing all this shit, and then producing all the stuff that I do. And I'm working it fucking. I'm burning that motherfucker to the ground. Right there, dude.
Well, hey Jesse. Speaking of, this is entered my head. Remember Mosh Pit Nation, the one band with the dude that carried the fucking 10-foot cross all around everywhere he went?
Yeah, that was
What was the name of that band?
Joe Henry was the one carrying it.
That just song. Yeah. Dude, I thought he was just some fucked up dude there carrying a big cross around. I thought he was Jesus. And he was the lead singer of the one band. I didn't know that until they played. I was like, oh. I don't know why that entered my head, but I just remember this dude.
Yeah, Exploding Zombies.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Oh.
Joe's good.
What was the Pickaxe Preacher?
Yeah,
Remember them? Fuck yeah.
Jesse, remember the one time we found that guy passed out against a tire? Yeah.
That's Pickaxe Preacher is actually who I almost had headline that show that you guys played.
Oh, yeah.
I almost
Oh,
had
they're
them.
still band?
Yeah,
That's cool
they're
as
still out
fuck.
there.
Dude, they were cool.
I almost
dude.
had them come out, and then it didn't work out for that date. But
There was a band called the Cambion or something like that. Do you guys remember? He had fucking in the ears the big, huge plugs. He was a short little chubby dude. He came out there and he just stood there like, I'm like, oh, Forrest Gump. No, dude, he was brutal singing. The Cambion, or I don't know how you say it. It was something like that.
I always dug playing shows with Darling Down. They were fun.
I was gonna say, you remember the one Halloween she had the tight weather outfit on?
Yeah.
Unzipped the hair. They got fans that day. She knew what she was doing.
They
got fans that day.
They were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they had a really good set. Like,
No,
we played
dude.
with them a few times, and I always dug
Their
them.
guitarist, I can't remember his name.
I can't either, but he was
never-
awesome.
Never stood. Remember his guitar strap
Dustin.
broke? Dustin, yep. His guitar. Ryan is the one who did the Heartsick videos at my house. Videoed.
Yeah,
Ryan
the
Hudson.
drummer.
Yep. So Dustin was playing and his guitar strap broke. And he just kept playing like was holding the guitar up, rocking.
Yeah.
He jumps around like
No, that
crazy,
show
dude.
was cool as hell.
Were you at the one where they had the guy that came out with a saxophone? It was a Halloween show. I'm like, you
I
got
think so,
what?
yeah.
The guy had a saxophone.
Yeah.
And
That was
it
the same Halloween show where she was dressed up in that
I think
leather
it was-
outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, we played that show.
Yeah, remember they brought me 2 half gallons of Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
That was the beginning of the end.
Drink
Yeah.
Their Blood is the only band that I know of that does that. Who the hell else was it?
What's that?
I don't think Drink Their Blood came out there.
No, what? The sax?
Yeah.
No, that was Darling Down.
No,
They
I
brought-
mean they brought
a
somebody
guy
with
just for
them.
the one.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Yeah.
oh, this will be neat. And it was actually pretty cool.
It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But the cool thing about the Halloween shows was everyone just seeing all the costumes because literally everyone pretty much dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
And even the bands were dressed up some. That was cool.
right.
That's when you know you're doing something right. When at least the bands go, fuck it, I'm doing it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get the bands into it. Come on.
It's always about the bands. I was just a vessel, dude. It was always about me. That's my suck-ass speech for the day.
Fuck you, Kyle. I told you before that show I was not dressing up.
You gotta get the bands into it, you know.
Dude, I've never really done fucking dressing up for Halloween shows. I've done it a couple times, and it's just, for me, it's always been
awkward?
it's a pain in the ass. And fucking thankfully, Mike feels the same way. The only one that likes dressing up or anything is Goob. He likes to put on weird wigs and shit. So,
see, he'd fit right in.
Mike, how many shows did Gabe play up at your place with a fucking mullet wig on?
100%, all the time.
All of them,
dude. I think people, people actually thought that he actually had that.
Yeah, because he would always wear that fucking weirdo mullet wig.
I thought he had that. And I felt like a real jackass.
He liked wearing that thing.
And it was a shitty wig, but
it was a shitty wig.
But yet it looked, I don't know.
It fit. It's fit for him. It's fine.
The flannel, the wig,
yeah.
the mullet. He was Kid Rock before he knew it.
Minus the racism.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should wrap this up.
Thought you cracked an ice cold Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Always down to the Mountain Dew. Careful.
Yeah, I gotta stop drinking.
Careful,
I gotta work tomorrow morning. 3 beers, I'm good. Right?
Yeah.
But
me too.
So is this the beginning of the playground? Or what?
I'm not in charge here.
No, I think we're gonna do, I guess.
What did we say last time? You said the playground something would be the name of it if you did redo it again. I don't know, something like
the Devil's
the Devil's Playground.
The Devil's Playground is the bottom of the barn for the haunt.
But I thought you were saying something about how you'd like just tie that into the fucking venue or something.
Well, I tied it into Haunted Acres.
Yeah.
Because that was the original. And I actually have the original sign that says Devil's Playground.
I was going to say, that's what the playground was like known as for a while, long time, right?
But like I said, I had bands that would not.
That's how I first knew it.
I had bands that said we will not play.
Right.
And it was weird, I had management companies. I don't think they realized I'm a barn, dude. I'm not a bar. Because like I said, Save and Able, their management got a hold of me. He's like, dude, you want us to play? I go, no, I don't. And then I was thinking, wait, money. Maybe I can make money. Seriously? It was a Thursday. They're like, we want $3,000. I just laughed. And I'm like, no. He goes, you know what I'm talking about? I said, yeah. You got a new lead singer. It's Kiss of Death. You're calling me to fill in on a Thursday. So here's your sign, dude. Let's drop that to $1,200. What? $1,200? Because they heard I let bands stay at my place, so they knew they can keep their bus at my place, hang out Lake Michigan's right there. And I'm like, no, this is more for you than me. Don't get me wrong. If I got Save and Able and I charged $25 a ticket, them yuppie fucks would have came and watched that shit band. And I would have been like, hey, buy a shirt, bitch, you're here. Right? I would have done it and made money. But let's be honest, that would have been a show I could have made money. Well, let's be honest.
Shit,
they got a new singer. They suck. You know? The only band that profit from a new singer is Motley Crue.
These yuppie fucks.
Yeah, Vince Neil needs to stop.
I think the only singing he does is when he's gargling down a bratwurst with a beer.
I mean, he makes like noises from his jowls that to the tune of Motley Crue songs, but he doesn't really sing anymore.
You know, it's funny. I watched a thing real quick on this. They were talking about people that can't sing. You know, David Lee Roth is like voted as one of the worst singers of all time. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. He always sings flat. He don't sing. He just talks. Rob Zombie doesn't sing. He just think about it.
He just kind of says it, dude, in a cool way.
Dig the ditches of burn. He don't sing. So, but I'm like, David Lee Roth's amazing. You know, and then you see Vince Neil, and now I see this Jabba the Hutt thing that's out there wearing a fucking cut-off jean vest. It's like, dude, you got to chill. There's a chili dog stain by your belly button. Change your shirt. And I hung out with Vince Neil when he was at Val du Lake for 3 hours, and that's when he was getting pussy and he was skinny. Now he's all No, you know, it could have been a meatball. The meatball, you got the run. Because with a meatball, you got to run. I like to watch fat people. That's what I do.
I'm fat.
Anymore? Anything else? Anything else you want to quickly get out there?
You did good the whole show. Now's your time.
No, man. I am not saying anything controversial.
No. Anything?
All I'll say is, you know what? Watch the playground stuff. Watch Haunted Acres. We'll be doing some stuff.
We got a new CD on the way next few months. It's in mastering right now, so.
Which they will be playing at my place at some point.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay. You got a date yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Soon. Very soon.
I had a show, it got canceled.
Yeah, we had a show. Exact same, dude. We had a show.
I don't have nothing.
I surely got canceled.
Watch the J Mafia episode.
At 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Oh shit!
You got a timestamp?
We watched it just off from the beginning.
Every time I
It's
watch
fun.
it, it would stop. Every 15 minutes or so, it'll stop and do that fucking circle thing.
Oh,
then I
yeah.
gotta
Look at
restart
the
it.
dust.
Yeah, and I'm like, I gotta restart it. It always goes 5 minutes back. And
If you can't watch that episode and laugh at something,
dude, I laughed through most of it, to be honest with you.
Jesse laughing is what gets me.
That's what gets me, because Jesse's like, I started that. That's all me.
no, I was telling Mike.
It is.
My
It
favorite.
is. It gets me.
My favorite part is like the original preview clip that you did that you sent
Yeah.
us first, and in it, like right before you cut it to Josh going fucking ape shit, it's me and Justin talking about him and how he goes 0 to nuclear, and just real quiet and subtly, Joshua goes, "I don't mean to," and then next cut is going. And I laughed so fucking hard watching that over and over again.
Mine's when he
because
looks
the way
at the
you
mic.
cut it was perfect.
When he yells like he's mad at the mic, I said what I said. That's my favorite. He's like, oh,
And his
as
roots.
he's rolling. Never listen to
Oh no, I'm sitting there rolling.
Oh,
Josh
you're
just got
rolling?
his cigar in his
Okay.
hand.
Yeah, he's got this.
Yeah, I'm rolling a joint and I'm just making fucking looks at Jesse.
I can't keep track who's rolling what with you fuckers all in a room.
Facts.
I was like, look at you guys going, man.
Oh, my God.
Rock stars.
This
All
was
right.
the lowest amount I smoked on this show.
It was.
Thank
You
you.
We
kept
still
it-
smoked quite a bit.
My lungs
Yeah.
appreciate
had,
it.
Had the molds
Because I
on.
love
We
you.
got somebody that-
He says my lungs appreciate. He's probably more high than last time. Way more high.
I destroyed my truck with a Whopper because all that was tomato never hit
it's
my
gonna
mouth.
be the double whop.
And all the
Double whop. The double whop.
I got a bag of. I was smart. I bought a bag of pizzeria combos before I came down here.
There you go.
Oh,
I'm a pro.
pizzeria
Dude.
combos for the
I'm no
rescue.
puss. I know what's up.
Yeah. All right.
Corona and combos.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, dude.
Bye, everybody.
Yay.
Playground, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Chill, dummy. Problem pills. Is that our future? Is that what we're slowly getting to? Like the brains just can keep. Those are rams, right? I thought they had horns.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.